The fag talk last night.
How was it? Actually, I didn't
It was
get
good.
it.
Mm. Oh, I should have put this in here too. Where is the video for the show? The promo video. This shit is so annoying. Oh, it goes down here. That's why it ain't coming out.
You didn't even know your fucking calculator.
MP4.
Where's the thing at, Gray? Your succulents.
On the front porch to get some sun.
Oh, you have to get them motherfuckers real.
Because I think sometimes they don't get enough sun in here.
How long do you have on there?
Yesterday.
Oh. When was this picture?
Oh, that was years ago. That was at I was living in a condo. I wasn't even living over here yet. So come and get cozy.
It's almost 350 people.
It's 360.
You lying.
I'm waiting for this video to upload. Here we go.
Wow. Craig, you were there. They can't hear me. You're not lying.
They can't hear.
They cannot.
Attention! 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 Houston, Texas. Honey, y'all have been calling for the fags, and now we are here. We need y'all to get up and stop what you're doing right now and run down there and get your tickets at www.PhagTawlk.com. That's right, bitch. August 19th, 20th, and 21st. The fags will be invading Houston, Texas, coming to you loud, live, and in color from the House of Blues. Tell them, Craig.
Now, Houston, I can almost guarantee that all three shows are going to sell out because guess what? They've already started selling. Yes, even before we release this promo.
And remember, don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. www.PhagTawlk.com. Get your tickets.
I'm sorry.
Hallelujah.
And so, I beg your pardon. I'm rich. Say it again. I am rich. You're what? That's right, girl. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts, in my voice, on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now, So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow. So go ahead and hit the like button, the share button, and the subscribe button. And turn on that little bell so that you get a notification every single time that I go live or I upload something new. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
It's Craig. No, you are.
Hey, girl, hey. Cheryl, cut the shit. I didn't say nothing about y'all. And I realized that you all could hear me because I was trying to add the promo for Houston. And so I had to use my other phone. So the microphone was open. It was live. It was hot on this phone, but it was muted on that one. So yes, you could hear me. And after I said it, I said, oh, no, they can't hear me. But I didn't say nothing about y'all. And I didn't say anything about anybody else, fortunately. Look, but I'm chewing gum. And I don't usually chew gum, but I'm chewing gum. I don't know why.
This is the way you.
I don't know why I don't.
Cut your motherfucking eyes at me, bitch. It's like a cake knife, bitch.
Really?
It's different, bitch. Guess who said they love that?
Guess what?
When you cut your eyes, bitch.
Oh, she said she loved when I cut my eyes.
Lives for your thing.
No, we're not. Dion, not too much, okay?
What does he say?
He talking about sure and rolled his eyes up.
Sure what?
Sure.
It's his gum.
No, he talking about me not saying anything about it. Oh, I don't know what he was talking about, but
no one talks about their people.
But listen, good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Faggy Greg. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. The pen pal's got a motherfucking pen pal. What's the word I want? The pen pal's got a motherfucking bone to pick with you. In fact, they got two.
Name it.
One, bitch, you still ain't made an appointment to go and get your colonoscopy.
Two.
And two, they said, why the fuck were you on the trip?
And they didn't see me.
And they didn't really see you.
Because you didn't answer. Can you turn it up? Because I can only see like here.
They can see you look right here. Bitch, they can see you look right there. That's what they see. They can see you.
Well, can you get me something that I can hold this bitch up with?
So I got to get your props and shit now? You think I work for you?
Did they see my butt?
You always think somebody looking at your saggy ass.
I don't have a saggy ass crack.
What are you looking for?
Something to prop this shit up with.
It's propped up on this glass.
It's gonna fall when I punch you, ho. And turn these lights on. Bitch, you know the people can't see my dark ass.
They can see you.
No, they can't. Ask them.
They can see you just fine.
Okay, so the reason why they didn't see me, bitch, is because you never answered your phone.
No, that ain't why they didn't see you. The reason why they didn't see you, bitch, is because you didn't book with the pen pals to go to Cabo, bitch. You went on your own. That's why he was not at any of our activities. So those of you who were on Patreon was like, where's Craig? Where's Craig? The bitch was not at the welcome dinner. He was not at the final dinner. He was not on the catamaran.
You didn't give me any motherfucking details for.
You weren't part of the trip.
But you could have given me details.
You weren't part of the trip.
They saw me at that pool where you was giving.
And they only saw you at the pool because that was part of the motherfucking
Patreon.
No, yeah. And that's because you stayed at the same resort as we did.
Okay. Sorry.
So be mindful of friends who say they're going to support you when they really not supporting you. So in other words, you just went on a vacation with your girlfriends.
Fuck you, Craig.
And then he kept trying to pull me away from the pen pals, talking about, can we go to dinner? And no, I'm here with the pen pals. I cannot be coming around here gallivanting in Cabo with you, gallivanting around in Cabo with you.
But you already know before you even stirred me to fuck up what happened.
What?
You know what happened, why that happened.
Why? What happened?
It was too late, honey. And I was waiting for the girls.
Oh, because your girlfriends were late booking the trip.
Yeah, I told you that in private. Or in private.
I forgot about that.
Exactly. So, bitch, apologize, whore.
So, in other words, your girlfriends would be fabulous, honey, but they weren't really fabulous.
That wasn't even the group, sweetheart. It was another group, bitch. This was after the fact, those girls. So apologize.
What am I apologizing for?
For being nasty and rude. It's amazing how you just got it crunk, bitch, when that red light got...
Bitch, because I turn on, bitch.
You're a professional.
Because it's that media training over there at Hampton University.
Because we were just watering the lawn.
We were laundering or watering?
We were watering the lawn.
I had to water my plants.
Because she knows she got a lot of things. You did, bitch. Front and back.
Where?
Front and back.
Where is it?
Front.
Where?
Front and back.
What is the?
All the things.
Front and back.
Front and back.
No.
No. Shamar Wells dancing around in Captains and Pins.
Yeah, you were dancing around in your panties and had them white people in a frenzy. Girl, the white people didn't even want to look at him.
Why?
Girl, because you walk, especially when you had on them silver bikinis.
I didn't wear silver.
It's on the Patreon.
Silver?
When you were strolling around and you came over to the table and you were like, and you ain't had no shirt on.
And they gagged.
And you just had on panties. And then you said, okay, I'm going to go do something. And you walked around. It was this white
They were
boy.
like ill?
No, I didn't say they said ill, but they were looking like.
What the fuck?
They didn't even want to look at you directly.
Well, Craig, I'm accustomed to that, honey. Don't fucking
And then the white people were all looking at his ring and shit.
Oh, bitch, you should have. It was. Oh,
He almost got robbed.
No, I did not. Lily Duncan is in his house. I love Lily.
You only saying that because she bought a caftan.
I love all the girls and the boys. Where is Kevy Kev? We missed you, honey. Who is Shauna Mosley? Was she there?
No, Shauna wasn't there.
I met, so the names that I better not because they'll be mad if I don't remember.
Okay, you remember Donna Brown because you just asked about
I
her.
love Donna Brown.
And you said Marsha works for the food stamp office.
I love
That was right before we went live.
No, Mantra was very sweet and kind. She was everything I expected. And then some.
And what?
And then some. And I met, don't tell me. It starts with a P.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
She's, oh God. That's why you can't get started because there were so many lovely people.
Oh.
I don't. But you was not included. Person shot on Peachtree Bed.
Girl, I don't know why you got these breaking news notifications come across your phone.
I grew up. I was breastfed.
That's why you're so anxious.
Don't talk about that because I'll start crying.
You need to turn them news notifications off.
I have to, in case something happens. And
Who
it's
was
around
the person that you met with a P? Whose name began with a P?
She's like the president.
Mantra is the president.
No, the vice president.
I said that Zelmer is compliance.
Not Zelmer. The lady. You know her.
Powerful
bitch.
She's more like the warden.
Bitch, she's everything. She kind of scared me, bitch.
That's that New York aggression.
Oh, she's New York.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Brooklyn, bitch.
Oh, she'll fight you, bitch. Like old school fight. Oh, and I have something to tell you, bitch. It's gonna make you shit up your back.
What?
It has nothing to do with anything or anybody. It's something outside of.
Well, what?
I can't. Somebody that I know that, yeah, it's funny.
Well, why you just bring it up?
I shouldn't have. My bad. You so rude. Because you came up. You better apologize.
I came up to who?
You came powerful. Yes, Mantra.
I came up in conversation?
When you first opened up, when that light turned green, bitch, you ate me up, Oprah. Did you see Oprah and her caftan?
Over there with Gail and Chris
Roberto
Jenner.
Cavalli, I think they were. With Chris Jenner.
I'm not really liking Oprah these days.
Why is she friends with Chris Jenner?
Why is she friends with Jeff Bezos?
Hey, the girls, you know, hey. The girls do what they got to do. It could be a coin. It could be anything. She may get home and be like, fuck me. I had to do this. Maybe the reason.
Yeah.
Did you see I got darker, bitch?
Yes, we all do.
You're dark. Ooh, Craig Tan's beautiful.
Thank you.
Really nice. Soft. You're like one tablet away from being a woman, bitch, with this soft forearm. You always talk shit about me.
He was just on my back talking about how.
Don't say that.
Yeah, not on my back in that way. But
you have lovely skin.
It's that scrub thing that I use.
Our African thing?
Well, that one ain't African.
She kind of hurts the tooch. Slightly. If I've shaved, honey, that thing feels like that. You know what the oranges come in.
You're not. First of all, you're probably scrubbing your asshole too hard. You know, the asshole is
very soft.
It's a very soft.
I know my body
tissue and membrane.
Oh God! Now we're gonna go over that.
And you be scrubbing it all hard. You probably got like light little slices.
Polyps.
No.
No.
Well, we don't know if you have polyps yet because
No,
you haven't
I
gone to
know,
get your
bitch.
motherfucking colonoscopy yet.
Look, there goes Kevin Kev. Greg wouldn't know what to do on Craig's back. You don't know what I know, Kevin Kev.
You're right.
If you would have come to Cabo, maybe you just could have met me in person. That could have went really left. This is Greg and Greg. But Alicia Wells, did you get your Eddie? You know
Get your
you
what?
have to take it early. Your edible.
Who?
We're not doing edibles.
No, I'm not doing no edible tonight.
Free Thursday. Greg got all the diamonds for the girls. But yeah, Craig apologized. If you apologize, I'll feel better about myself.
Apologize for what?
When you came for me about the trip, honey. Because my main
Well,
goal
I
was
mean,
to support your.
Yeah, but you didn't.
But I explained to you more.
Yeah, no, but you came into the world by yourself. You could have gone to Cabo by yourself. I mean,
I wasn't doing that. Can they tell I've been like in the sun? I was P-League.
I don't know. You look the same to me.
Really? I am not this dark, Craig. My chest is still very dark. It's caught up. What was the
I'm sending something to Nikki.
Don't try
The
it.
people are sending payments on their cabin retreat. Thank you, Henry Jones. I just sent it over to Nikki. You'll get a receipt. If not tonight, you'll get it tomorrow.
They said your tennis chained down.
I'm sorry? On what?
Tennis chained down. Bitch, some people show their coin. What? I don't buy my own diamonds. Ever.
Ever.
Bitch.
When are you going to make this appointment for the colonoscopy?
I got the
Here you go with another excuse. Bitch, we're not buying another caftan.
Excuse?
They're not buying another caftan.
Oh, and speaking of caftans, since you brought it up, all the ones that I had on, I'm giving them not away, but they're all going to be half price. Like
They're not interested in the prices.
Yes, they will be, bitch.
Not until you get a colonoscopy.
It'll be fine. So if you're interested, call me. Especially the white one. That girl was.
They're not interested in anything.
They will be.
Until
Greg.
you go and get a
Don't try to block
colonoscopy.
my shit.
I'm not trying to block anything.
Oh,
Look, they said no thanks. And they said nope, show ain't.
They said, Greg, I saw your fine ass at Essence. No, you didn't.
Greg wasn't that
Greg.
Essence. Or maybe you're trying to say Craig.
Get them cheeks checked. Who's Henry? What?
I think Henry is the one who just sent the money for the cabin trip. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway.
When you going to make your appointment?
It will be probably by the end of the month, by the beginning of August.
Dion, I'm not sure who Henry is. I've never met Henry. Oh, Tab, you saw me at Essence? Why you didn't speak?
Did Greg show off his peppermint outfit yet? What is that? This?
What peppermint outfit?
What do you mean, Kevin Kev? That powerful. I'm confused.
They messaging her to come in here.
Oh.
They said we not. Kim Theodore said we not playing with you, bitch.
Thank you.
Get that prostate check, bitch. They not buying a motherfucking thing from you.
Don't put that in here.
And MBS, if you come in here, don't send him a cash app and just send it to me and anybody else, because we're not even giving him a cash app. So he goes until he goes.
Let's talk about these double bumps, bitch. I had in my ear, hair bumps. That shit hurt. I was miserable.
How do you get hair bumps in your ear?
I guess from doing the things, and they just
Doing the what?
when you get the hair out. You got hair in your ear, bitch.
Well, we all do, but
Right.
yours
But I
is
got
coming
it removed, and I think
your hair is coming out. You had it removed.
huh?
You had the hair in your ears removed.
Bitch, when you go in and get the hair out, I guess it was like, bitch, fuck you.
What you go in there and get the hair out with?
What hair removal systems, honey?
You go in there and take the hair out of your ears?
Yeah, bitch. Some people get the wax and get the thing out and pull it.
How often do you do that?
Craig, don't touch that one. My whole face hurts. You can touch that one. There's nothing in there.
Oh,
That's what the fuck. Karma is a bitch, honey. You're not taking a picture of my ear.
Now I want to see in there.
No, bitches, they can see
They
it.
can't see in there. Bitch, get over here. What you think those people gonna do when they looking in your asshole?
The same thing that.
Bitch, you got hair all around here.
Because I haven't used it. I haven't done it in 2 weeks. But this,
So you you take the hair out of inside of your ears?
Yeah.
Bitch, you know that the hair is in your ear for a reason.
Well, I don't want it. And this has that thing. It's bad. It hurts. You see it?
Oh, bitch, it's scabbing.
Yeah.
Look again.
It hurt.
Girl, I don't want to touch it too closely, girl, because you know the girls be having the
You see
AIDS.
it? Not this one, you motherfucker. You know, but it's tell them. Turn the camera off.
Hold on.
It looks bad.
No, it don't look bad. It just looks like it's, you know how the scab is taken off and it's like fleshy looking.
It bled. Like my
Bitch, I can see.
Yeah, it was hurting.
So you shaved the hair out of your ears?
Craig, don't y'all fuck again. Don't make me feel like, bitch, I'm like a dinosaur or something.
I'm just trying to figure out why you take the hair out of your
Because it's so much. I don't want to be that old man with hair all in my fucking ear, bitch.
Right,
That's not kid.
No, it's not. All that hair growing out of your ear, looking like a fucking chia pet.
Right, bitch. You don't have none.
No,
bitch.
I don't.
Go get yours out.
I don't. It just doesn't come
You
out.
probably have it licked out, bitch.
Girl,
Go fast.
my
I
hair,
have hair in my ear. And
my hair don't grow out of my ears like that.
Remember, I don't like hair, especially where I don't want it. Let me see. No, you don't have any, but for some reason, I guess it just. What the fuck is that? The broom.
What?
What is the broom? MTS.
Oh, the supermarket sweet, bitch.
What does that mean? Oh,
The
right.
AIDS girl.
Oh,
No, we talk about that on PhagTawlk. Honey,
well, let's make
honey, the
sure
supermarket
we
sweet
know
came
I'm really
through.
good.
Girl, we know you ain't got the sweet, girl.
Never, bitch. I was too.
Anyway, listen. I wax my nose.
I do my nose, my ears, the works. I don't like hair. I don't. I do not. Only here. That's it. And that shit's falling out, bitch, by the day.
And you having a fit.
Right. It's a thankful bitch. Please like the video. What is Greg using his ear that nose trim? Yes, Kevy Kev.
Did you hit like on the video?
Of course I did earlier. I
Let me
thought I
see.
did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You just
I
liked
shared it earlier.
You shared it?
My shit is behind. No, bitch, where's the Miss Comments?
He's trying to get back to the comments.
It give Granny. Where, bitch? You think you know every fucking thing?
I do, bitch.
Craig, I had the
Comments
weirdest
are here.
dream last night
What?
about me and Koko and Megan Thee Stallion. We went to a fucking field party. Like, what do you call the things?
What kind of party?
What is it that they do out in California?
Oh, like Coachella.
Yes, it was something like that. And those bitches left me. And I woke up scared, bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on with my life?
Really?
Yeah, bitch, they scared me. I can't get it back like it was, motherfucker.
Girl, I don't know what's going on with your raggedy phone.
Don't call my phone raggedy.
So you were trying to ask me about the Cowboy Carter show, and I said, well, let's wait to talk about it on here.
Oh, yeah, because you had all the VIP experience. Oprah. Did you meet her?
Briefly.
What did she say?
Let me show you. She said, hey, y'all.
Oh, cha-cha.
And y'all, I videoed it, but it was real quick. But when I tell
They
you,
allowed you to have a camera?
allowed. Girl, that's my phone.
Oh, just show it. Did you know you were going before you were there?
That's her right there.
Where?
And that golf cart. So it was very quick.
I want to see it.
You would have shit it up your back.
Oh my God.
And the girls had already screenshot my video and been using it as memes.
Because you fierce.
So Jay-Z came out first. But no, well, when I was in Cabo, Madison texted me and said, hey, when are you coming home? And I said, I'm coming home Sunday. What's up? But I thought she was texting me
Just to do PhagTawlk.
to do PhagTawlk because we hadn't done the show in like 2 weeks. And so I said, I'll be back Sunday. I said, why, what's up? And she said, they want to know if you want to come to the Cowboy Carter show. And I was like, who is that? And she was like, my people at Parkwood. So then my friend Jamie, y'all met Jamie. Jamie hit me and was like, hey, did you want to go to see the Beyonce? No, girl, woman. Jamie was like, hey, did you want to go to see Beyonce? The director of, what is that? Director of operations over at Parkwood is a fan of yours, and she wants you to have a ticket to come to the show. I said, what? She said, yes, she really wants you to be there. And so anyway, so I went to the show. And so when we got to the show, we pulled into the park. They sent a car, and we pulled into the parking deck.
Bitch.
And what that say?
It's my news, bitch.
No, I'm talking about this. Oh, that's a euro. Prince's daughter. Prince of Daughters. Where are you located? Because that's a euro. Thanks for the super chat. See the euro?
Oh, it is.
I love supporting Black YouTube creators. You should platform. I do platform other Black gay men. What is this? Oh, look at Cheryl. You better work, Cheryl. Yes, I have a series on my YouTube channel called Telling Our Stories. So you can look for the playlist on my YouTube channel, and it's called, the series is called Telling Our Stories. It's 3 seasons. So anyway, the car came, we pulled into the deck, and they had somebody to come and wrangle us to a lounge. It was like a lounge. It was like a back entrance.
Who was in there?
Tiana Taylor was in there. And then a bunch of other people, I don't know who they were.
Was she nice?
She was very nice.
She's so pretty.
And in the lounge, they had like her liquor, and it was open bar, and they had like mixed drinks on the little thing. You could choose what you wanted. And they had some food. They had like buffalo wings. They had French fries. They had hummus and a kale salad, French fries.
Where was the mother?
I hadn't seen her yet. And so then once it was time for them to come and get us, they came and got us. They gave us all our bands, wristbands, and lanyards and shit. Mm-hmm. And they walked us to the riser. There's this, so we were walking from like backstage, and we came into, what's the place? Mercedes-Benz. We walked into the place, and you just see all of these people.
Bitch, I would have came.
It's just like, oh my God. It almost felt surreal.
Yeah, because you're on that level, the ground level.
Well, you're on the ground level, and you just see everything. And you hear people screaming your name. Like all of a sudden, people just screaming your name.
Your name.
My name, Madison's name. I mean, it was crazy. And then all of a sudden I see stuff on my social media where people tagging me.
I saw you.
Yeah, I see you. Oh my God, there's Madison, this person. So they tagging you, and you see all this stuff. So anyway, so we get upstairs, up to the riser. And so once we get up there, Spike Lee is up there.
Why? I mean, Atlanta's Atlanta, but
he came to see the show just like. What do you mean? Why?
The way the people be treated.
He came. He came to see the. Hell, why was he there? He came to see the show.
Give me my tickets for New York, bitch, at Madison Square Garden. Right. Okay, he is from Atlanta. Sorry.
Spike Lee is from Atlanta?
I believe so. You know he went to Morehouse.
I know, yeah, but I didn't know he was from Atlanta. I don't think he's from Atlanta. Let me see. Spike Lee, born. Oh, he was born in Atlanta. I didn't know that. So yeah, so he was at the show. And so then I look over and I see, and even up there was a bar. They had a bartender right there. So you can have your free drinks and shit all night that night up there. And so I had a drink backstage, and then I had one up there. But that motherfucking Sir David, I said, okay, I said, all right, that's enough.
Right. They should have put you in the
I thought he was from New York too, Marlo.
No, he was, I think, born and then they left or something.
So he moved from pre-civil rights Georgia to Brooklyn, New York. That's what it says here. And then I see SWV.
Oh, wow.
And they're sitting like right at the railing, like, you know, to like look out. And so I kind of go over to sit down. Me and Miss Mary, I'm like sitting, and Madison, Miss Mary. And so then Madison and Koko from SWV, they're talking, they go hug. And then Koko turns and she says, Craig!
Oh, God.
Oh my God, I love you. And then she goes to give me a hug.
So she watches everything?
I guess so. Because you know her son is gay.
I didn't know that.
Her son is gay.
Is this the one that
he sings.
is married to
Oh, the son is gay.
No, George. What's his name? Which one is married?
No, that's Taj.
Okay.
Taj is married to Eddie George.
Eddie George.
So she says, oh my God, I love you. I said, I love you too. I said,
where does she live?
She lives in Virginia Beach. And I said to her, I said, I've always had this connection to you because I went to Hampton. She said, did you? I said, yes. And I said, I know you live in Virginia Beach. She said, She said, I have to tell, she said, oh, it's so good to meet you. That's what she said. And so then I said hello to Lily because she kind of was like standing right there while I was talking to Koko and I didn't want to be rude. So I said, hey, how you doing? And so then Missy Elliott comes. Tiana Taylor.
They did her hat. Did you see that? The lady that I introduced
she did.
She at the last minute did June Ambrose.
I saw June Ambrose.
June Ambrose.
I think June Ambrose must have had something to do with the wardrobing.
I'm sure.
Because I saw her backstage before I
she
came
had
out.
Daphne do Missy Elliott's hat. Very last minute.
Alicia, yes. I'm looking at the comments on Greg's phone. Coco's son is her twin. Like he sings background for them, like when they're on tour.
I don't
His name is Jalen.
Let me see a picture.
So, let me see. Coco's.
Yeah, you know that June Ambrose is Jay-Z's stylist and has been for years.
Yes, I figured he must be doing something. She must be doing. That's her son.
Oh, he's a cutie.
This is more of a recent picture, right?
I think I've seen that.
But yeah, he sings. And so Missy Elliott comes up there, and then DeBrat and Judy come up there. Tiana came up there. She was up there before Missy and all of them because she kind of came from the lounge when we came from the lounge. And then who else? Then I saw Tina Knowles. She came up there.
Did she say hi?
Yeah, she spoke. I have to tell y'all that on Patreon.
She said something?
I just said I'll tell y'all on Patreon.
Bitch, I ain't on Patreon. I'm right here.
So
and live in Cabo.
I'm trying to think who else was up there. I think
I'll get the tease.
That may have been all.
Someone said I look like an ice cream scoop, bitch.
Oh, that was you, Shaquita. I did see that comment.
What did it say?
Craig, you better be a jet setter. Because, you know, I left Cabo, came back, and then the next day went to the show. And then right before Cabo, remember, I was in Essence and came home for a night. And went.
Yes.
But anyway, so yeah, I did see your comment, Shaquita. So then at some point, I go down off the riser down to the area that they call the hoedown. It's like down right at the stage. Right.
But how can you see?
Because like she's literally, it's like a catwalk, like she's literally like right here and right here. So you see her walking.
She had access to all that.
Mm-hmm. And so we went down there for a while, and then we went back up to the riser. Madison never left the riser. And then I went back up to the riser, and then we all went back down to the hoedown when they were about to do Cozy, because the lady who gave us the tickets, she came and got us to go down there for that part.
And I saw where she did the hello to Madison.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When she said that, we were walking out. We were leaving. We were on the side of the stage, and we could see her. She said, shout out to T.S. Madison. So we were walking out at that point. So the next day or so, I followed Koko on Instagram. And I sent her a message and I said, it was really great meeting you. And I said, I love the way that you love your boy. And I've always felt that about her because her son is really flamboyant.
Like
you.
I knew you were going to say that, you rude bitch.
Like he carries bags.
Oh, bitch, I don't carry a bag. I don't do that.
But you wear women's shoes.
The shoes that I choose for my fucking feet are my goddamn business, so you don't.
Okay, but they're women's shoes.
Let me show you a picture.
You ain't got to show me a damn thing. You trying to say, oh, well, he carries bags, I don't carry bags. Okay, well, you wear women's shoes. I mean.
Is there a motherfucking problem?
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying.
You're about to act as if it is.
I am not saying that it's a problem. You try to make it seem like there was a lesser of the two evils.
I'm going to show you why I wear the shoes I wear, bitch.
So anyway, so she ended up messaging me back. And she says, it was great meeting you too. She said, I have to tell Jalen that I finally met Craig. No, she said, I told Jalen that
must be a huge follower.
He must follow PhagTawlk. And she said, I told Jalen that I finally met Craig.
And he probably talked about you all the time.
What I imagine, she didn't say this, but what I imagine is they probably watch, because they're like best friends. I'm telling you, like, y'all know I used to watch that reality show with them in Escape. And y'all know that I've always said that I was an SWV fan, that I wasn't as much of an Escape fan. And I think that depending on where you are, where you live, where you grew up in the world, you will appreciate SWV. Like I think people from up north, yeah, like people from up north pretty much like SWV. People from down here liked Escape. But SWV was the bigger group. I'm sorry.
Like Escape. This is why I wear my shoes.
Who was that? Oh, Prince.
That's my.
Oh, so because Prince wore women's shoes, you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
But I love how she's so supportive of her son. And I've always thought that from afar, even before I met her. And I was always thinking, like, damn, I just think that is so. Because she would always ride hard for him, even on those reality shows. And I don't even think his sexuality really came up much in that reality show. I think it did kind of.
He might have been younger.
Yeah, he was younger. But I think it kind of came up with her mom, because her mom was like a minister or preacher or something. But I've always thought that it was so admirable. I always think this when I see Black parents really embrace their queer children, whether they're trans or bi or whatever they are, because yes, Marlo West Coast loves FWV. So because I think we need to see more of those stories of Black parents loving their Black queer children, because we always hear the stories of the Black kids that have gotten put out of their home because their parents couldn't accept them, and like that's the story we always hear in these TV shows and movies. Like there's another narrative. Like my parents accepted me, you know what I'm saying? Like most of my friends that I know of, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but most of my friends, their parents all accepted them right from the gate. But anyway, so I just wanted to say that to her, and so anyway, so the show was nice. It was great. And we went backstage. Afterwards, and we were standing in that hallway, and Jay-Z comes by on a cart with, whoever he was in there with, one of the kids, and then Beyonce comes from down here. Beyonce comes from here because the stage is down here. So she comes down here and she makes the right, and that's when she makes the right, and because she covers herself with this golf cart. She covers herself with a black cloth. She covers her golf cart so you can't really see her. And so she had lifted it up and said, hey, because when she was coming this way, she saw us standing there because, obviously they got to be able to see the drive. So when she got to the side, she lifted it up and said, hey, y'all. And then we left after that. And but no, it was good. It was a nice experience. And me and the lady, the director of operations, we followed each other on Instagram. And
did you go the last time she was here?
I was trying to go when it was Renaissance, but Ryan messed us up and we didn't make it. So I had to fly to Houston
to go see it. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Now,
and it's interesting. Now, if I had talked to her, if I had actually said, because my friend Tanika, who I went to Essence with, was like, "What you gonna say if you meet her?" She said, "What's your quick elevator speech?" And I was like, I don't know what I would say to her. And then I thought about it, And I said, I would tell her, I started praying for you after the Houston show. I started including her because when I saw that show, and even I noticed it in this show too, she seems really, really grateful for her career, for her, like she really, to me, and I could relate to it because like when my Aunt Gloria was here, we were going to get something to eat on Monday, the day before she flew home. We were going to get breakfast, and she drove in the car with me for the first time. And she said, "Oh, this is nice." And she's like, "Can you believe that this is your life?" I said, "Gloria, no. Sometimes I can." And I said, "Sometimes I'm just in tears. Like and I mean, I know some people probably understand what I'm saying, and I know some people may not, but like there are times that I'm literally like, I cannot believe that this is my life, because I always knew what was possible, but I just didn't know if it was actually going to happen. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like I always knew what could happen, and this was like my dream, but I didn't know it was going to happen. You know what I mean? So there are times where I will literally wake up and I'll just be like, look around and I'll just be in tears.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I could see that in her when I went to see Renaissance in Texas. And at the beginning, after she opened the show and said whatever she was saying, and those of you who went to the show, you know what I'm talking about when she said, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my mother, my children, my friends. She said my husband and all of the shit we've been through. Her eyes were kind of watering when she said that. And in that moment, I said a prayer for her because I was just thinking like,
they go through things too.
Not only do they go through things, but when you're as famous as she is and as rich as she is, the weight that she must carry, not just from her family, not just from her friends, but from the world. And please don't mistake what I'm saying right now, because even when I went to the Renaissance show, I was already starting to feel how my life was changing. I'm not at all saying that I'm at Beyonce's level. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, even in my little small corner of the world, my life has changed. And I was talking about this with Scott earlier today. My life has changed enough where I've had to start paying attention. You know, like those of you who've been following me for a while, you know, I used to have gatherings at the house all of the time. And I used to have brunches, especially when my mom was still here. And people would be like, "Oh, is it all right if I bring such and such?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." But now I'm just different, where if I don't know you directly, you can't come. Like, and I'm not being funny when I say this, but Torrance will sometimes be like, "Hey, I got a friend that's in town from Chicago or DC. Is it all right if I bring him?" And I had to tell him, "Listen, you can't do that anymore."
I don't like energy.
But also because I'm realizing that PhagTawlk has just become so big. And it's evidenced in the people who recognize me now, like Koko from SWV. Like, why else does she know who I am?
No, you.
Or who else did Tisha Campbell in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I was in New Orleans, like when I was walking through the arena, I could hear people scream my name, and some of them came and wanted to take pictures. So what I'm saying is, I know it's all because of PhagTawlk, right? Because that show is just, it's everywhere. And I don't think I've really been paying attention to how quickly it moved. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I haven't really noticed how quickly it moved. Because I even said to Madison one day off camera, I said this to Madison. I said, you know, I have to tell you, it really kind of scared me in the beginning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it started to scare me in the beginning. And she said, "Well, girl, we here now." You know, but she's been doing this for a while, right?
Don't be scared now.
And then you got to remember, I've never wanted to be in front of the camera. That was never my goal. I always wanted to be a writer, which would have been behind the camera, you know, behind the scenes. I was writing stage plays, that was behind the scenes. Right. I never wanted to be in front of the camera. And so, and then I think I've been fooling myself, because there are days that I go to the gym and don't nobody say a word. You know what I mean? And I think I'm fooling myself into thinking, oh, ain't nobody really paying attention because you done went to the gym all this week and ain't nobody said. But then there are days that I go to the gym and somebody go, oh my God, I love your show so much. I love you. I watch you all the time.
But
you know what I
didn't
mean?
see none of that coming.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I was paying attention.
Why?
I guess because I have been working with Madison. I've known Madison now almost 10 years. Now, I hadn't been in front of the camera.
It could just be that I have learned in my 53 years, in the last like maybe 15, that I have to be careful what you ask for.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on. It is not that you ask for a bad thing. It's just that when you have things that are so, that the things they become in alignment with what you ask for, it could just be that once things start to unfold, that's because you're like at a certain level and degree, it starts to manifest and you're like, oh, and then you, because you're so humble with all of the experience, that's all it is.
Right.
It's that your humility is just there and you're like this big gigantic thing, and that's where you don't really realize how big you really truly are. Because
even on the like coming on the plane,
people would have noticed
coming back from Cabo,
right?
The flight, and I just happened to, some of you who follow my Instagram, you may have seen it. When I was getting on the plane, Legger and I were getting on the plane, Elliot and Jack, all of us. I just happened to start recording as we were stepping onto the plane, and the flight attendant was there.
Like, oh my God.
No, he didn't say that. He said, get on here. He said, I got some stuff to say to you.
See?
I said, what you want to get me together about PhagTawlk? He said, and not just that, some other stuff too. I said, what, telling our stories? He said, just get on in here. I said, are you working back here or up here? He said, I'm back here with the luggage. Or something he said. Right. But he kept coming to the front and he was just talking. And then the guy who was sitting behind us, me and Legger, or me and Elliot, said, he obviously knew me. And he said, get on here. You know you are local in Atlanta celebrity or something. He said like that, right? And then Legra said, well, clearly it ain't just in Atlanta. You know what I mean? And I was just like, well, yeah, because it happens more than just in Atlanta. But all of that to say, I think I said on the live one time, not long ago, I really feel like I had like this out of body experience, like probably within the past month. And I said, it almost feels like my personality has finally aligned with my purpose.
And that's when you do even bigger things.
Right. It's because there was a time that I didn't even want all of my personality to be on public.
Right.
Display.
Because think about it.
But I think that was when things started to happen, was when I really fully allowed God to just use me. Does that make sense?
Well, you have to think about it in these terms, and may sound silly to some, but I'll just say it. So in less than 2 weeks' time, you like Tisha Campbell, Martin, she is huge.
Right, and she was scared to come over to me. She sent somebody else to talk to me.
Exactly. So that's my point.
Right.
Like Tisha Campbell she still is huge. If she walked in the door, people are gagging.
Right.
And she's gagging over you. So you have to accept the fact that you have whatever you had built up in your head, you have surpassed that. And now you are in an arena.
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm looking at Stacy's comment. Go ahead.
And now you are in an arena and other people are noticing you for what you represent and all the things.
Right. Stacy was on that flight too when we were coming from Cabo. It was a bunch of us because we were all coming back to Atlanta. And Stacy's talking about the flight attendant. She said he did. He was like, you with that Craig too? She said, I was scared because she told me when we got to Atlanta. And she was like, well, why? But Stacy had on the Pen Pal t-shirt. Well, you weren't with the group, so you didn't get a t-shirt.
You could have got me a girl size small, bitch.
I could have got you one.
A girl size small. Bitch. But you're a nasty whore. But it's okay.
Have you ever seen a bitch who didn't participate in something, but they wanted all of the perks and the benefits of that something?
Did you show them your captain I had designed especially for you? Go get her.
We're not discussing caftans until you get that colonoscopy.
Oh,
bitch.
the colonoscopy is happening. So
I know. And when you get your appointment,
go get the captain.
that's right. Who's that? Ashley. No pay, no shirt.
What is that noise?
That was the water.
I almost said something, but I stopped myself. Ashley. But anyway, you're a good person, Charlie Brown. And and you have to just understand that with all of the things like
Right. Participants got shirts. Okay.
who said that?
Holla at your boy.
Who said that?
Holla at your boy.
Was he there?
Let me see.
Was he even fucking there?
Holla at your boy. Were you there? I can't see the picture.
Wouldn't you not know if they were there?
I don't know everybody's screen name unless it's their real name.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. See what my luck gives me.
But I do want to say that again, though. It's like all those years that I was trying to get my work out in front of people and trying to survive
Right.
week to week, month to month, day to day, year to year, whatever. I was holding myself back. Like I didn't want to be
Noticed.
no.
But you
And it wasn't until I allowed myself to fully, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's when that was the key.
Well, the beauty in what I think you're trying to express and what you are expressing is, and I know they'll probably get sick of me, but it's okay. Knowing you for so long, you've always been that. You will never be the one that is, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people may think that about me because I can be a little flashy.
But they thought you were so shy.
I'm very shy. So
And see, that's what I told him. I said,
I
see,
don't do people.
he turns up on his live, but in person, he's scary.
No. I'm guarded because I've always been judged.
Right.
And I don't want people judging me for something that I may do or say or whatever, because I'm my own spirit. I'm a free spirited person. So that's why if it, you go back and it's all the things that, like
Stacey, you didn't think he was shy?
who's Stacey?
Stacey, I don't know if you met Stacey Michelle.
Was she there?
Yes.
Who was she? Because you had like 30 people there.
Yeah. She's light skinned. She has like blonde braids.
Oh yeah, where's she from?
Yeah, she was standing right there when I first saw you in that white caftan and those white girls were talking. You said, I designed this. She lives here.
Hi Stacey. Someone says, I love y'all both. Greg's skin is like butter, so nice. Thank you, Katie. But no,
Ashley said, I'm judging you for not making the appointment.
that's fine. Let's go. I've always been judged.
Yes. I did say that. I told God not to give me anything until I was able to take care of it and until I was able to handle it. That was it.
But what I'm trying to say to you is that what I feel is that.
Oh, let me say this real quick before I forget.
Got it.
Somebody messaged me on Instagram, I think today or yesterday, asking when we were going to do the giveaway. Because remember, we still haven't done the giveaway. And the only reason we didn't do the giveaway is because I ended up going to Essence that weekend last minute. Then after that, we went to Cabo. Elliot is out of town this week for work. Once he comes back, the plan is for us to do the homeless giveaway. So those of you who sent something to the P.O. box, Nikki's already picked up stuff from the P.O. box. I still have stuff in here that I've ordered, all of those things. So we're going to do that. I'm going to film it so you'll get to see it. I don't want y'all to think that y'all sent stuff and we didn't give it away, because we are. But go ahead.
But what I'm trying to convey is that you truly are a good person. And I feel like all the things that you prayed for, all the things you prepared yourself for your whole life, it's just now it's going to places that you probably never dreamed. And because of your humility, again, it's all like you're able to do all the things without no one really judging who you are. Because even when I first met you, I feel the same way when I first met you. I feel the same way today. No matter all the carats of diamonds. Because you would have gotten that anyway. Whether you were Craig the motherfucking Ryder Stewart, because bitch, I don't think you was Craig the Ryder when I met you. Boy.
No, bitch. I don't even know when I came up with that.
You was a sweet little guy from Baltimore.
I don't even know when I came up with.
If you think about it, and not to convey, or to compare country, I was wearing bullshit back then, bitch.
Yeah.
And you love and tell the people that you love me even then.
Yeah,
like you do now.
That's true.
And that's what.
I'm gonna show you all a picture because I know some of you may not have seen it on my Instagram or wherever I posted it. But this girl that we know, she's in this picture. She came across. She sent a picture of us when I was 34 and you were 38.
Mm-hmm.
I was 34 and he was 38. I'm about to put it in here so you all can see it. Because I know some of you may not have seen it. So this picture is like 15 years ago. But we've known each other 19 years.
What are we going to do for our anniversary, honey?
Next year?
Yes.
20 years?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You have to come up with something. Shamar Wells is a mess and very messy.
Ooh. Oh, hold on 1 second.
Come on, really trying to make people cry.
Oh, that noise. Let me load this picture in here real quick.
Hush up, Shamar Wells.
Where is the picture?
I have it.
Oh, here it is.
Now we echoing. Why we echoing, sweetie?
Because that
There you have
was
it.
in there.
We're no longer echoing. Did
Right.
it stop?
Yes. Let me get this out of here. Okay, let me see.
They said we should go to Greece.
Oh, Nicole, cut it out.
What you saying?
Now he's too rich for this sound. That Nicole is a mess. Where is that picture? Okay, here it is.
Who is Shamar Wells?
That's me and Greg.
Pick out who's Greg.
Like they don't know. And so,
Stomach, bitch. Did I eat a whale?
oh, bitch, your stomach is sticking
I was
out.
fat, bitch. The girls have gone through things.
Well, when you get older, you get smaller. I've never been to
Greece.
Katie said he jumped in the water all them times. I was nervous.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Not me.
Katie, somebody said I've never Martha's Vineyard. I just told Scott today I've never been to Martha's Vineyard.
Bitch. We'll do it for our anniversary.
So that's me on the end. Greg is on the other
Was it
end.
Greg behind?
And the girl in the orange shirt is the one who sent us the picture the other day. And I was just like, oh my God.
So that lets you know that, bitch, that's a long time ago.
That's a very long time ago.
Yes.
That's like crazy.
Yes. And you're still the same.
Mm.
I don't know. I think that once we accept all the things about who we are and all the, that comes with it, you become more comfortable, because I don't even think that like you understand the magnitude of it all.
Yeah.
Because there are times where, and when I've talked to you, it's not like you're like blase, whatever, like whatever. No, it's just that's who you've always been. And for me, I think that's the most attractive thing about you as a human being is your humility. Because it could be way worse. Because if I had met Tisha Campbell in the bitches from SWV and Beyoncé in less than 2 weeks time frame, bitch, I'd be people, I'm here.
Oh God, you're so crazy. You're so crazy.
That's what they would expect.
Yeah.
No, but so yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
and two, I think the reason why is because you would always want to make sure that you made like your mother and father proud in those moments, whatever that looks like. With you, you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, this might make you whatever. I feel that you're like a cupcake away from like a real true Oprah moment. To where
I kind of feel like that
to where she's like, oh, so you're this Craig the Ryder Stewart guy. Give me what you got, honey. I've heard things about you. I think that's like literally a Publix cupcake away, bitch.
So
The vanilla cream cheese.
Mm-hmm. So Gail James, she's in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
She did a one-on-one a few weeks ago. And on the one-on-one, she said to me, she said, you know who Karen Hunter is?
Me, Karen Hunter. I heard that.
Karen Hunter she does a podcast. I'm going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
She said, you really need to reach out to Karen Hunter. She said, I want you to start listening to her podcast. So I saved it in the car.
Mm-hmm. The name sounds familiar. I know her.
Y'all recognize Karen Hunter? And so Gail was like, I think you should start listening to her podcast. You know, she's really...
Bitch, they tell about someone about it.
Ain't nobody no door.
Why the fuck would someone say that?
Right. Mike W. said he listens to her. Okay. So Gail was like, you should listen to her. And she has really great topics and da-da-da-da. And you really should reach out to her about getting a podcast. And I said to Gail, I said, it's so funny that you're mentioning a podcast, because I really feel like I want to get back to doing a podcast.
Really?
But I don't want to do it myself. Now, granted, I could do a podcast and have guests and upload it to my YouTube, but I want a podcast with like iHeartRadio where they cut me a check and there's a producer and they're booking the guests and da-da-da, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I emailed her. I emailed Karen. And I said, hi, my name is Craig.
Girl.
I host a podcast with T.S. Madison called PhagTawlk, da-da-da-da. And one of my supporters mentioned your show, and so I downloaded it and da-da-da-da, and I'm really interested in doing a podcast. She emailed me back. She said, I'm very familiar with who you are.
Yeah, see, that's what
She said, I'm familiar with who you are.
Right.
She said, I can't make you any promises. She said, but we'll see. But I really would like to do a podcast.
Do it.
But I would like for it to be, even if I call it telling our stories,
And have the people.
or I would call it so much to say, like I used to call my podcast before.
Right.
So much to say. And I would still do my same opening, good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers, all that kind of stuff. I would love to do a podcast, and I would just kind of structure it kind of like telling our stories. It couldn't be as casual as this, like how we just sit and talk. I mean, granted, we could talk about little stuff too.
It'll have a little bit more formality.
Right. We wouldn't be able to just be sitting here just talking about nothing. We'd have to have some sort of something.
You know, me and Green said, on a Thursday night.
Right. But I would like to have it where we have like real topics like I was doing with telling our stories, you know, and just really kind of frame it and just open it up to a larger audience. I really would like to do that. So that's really what my mind has been on. And yeah. And so as I'm writing this book, I did some writing too when I was on that flight.
Really?
Coming back, yes. And I had a conversation with my cousin the other day, my cousin who is doing the cover for this book. His Gloria's son, my cousin Byron, he did the cover for So Much to Say, a book of quotes, and he did Words Never Spoken. And he's going to do this book. So it would have been 3 covers that he would have done. But yeah, so we were talking about the cover the other day, and I was describing to him about the book and what it's about. And, you know, yeah.
Are you excited?
I am very excited about this book.
Have you thought about a launch
Absolutely.
by the end of the year?
Fingers crossed. I don't know. But the place that I was going to use for
Telling our stories.
Oh,
What happened?
I saw this comment up here. Brianna said, Dr. Daniel Black. He and I did a book signing together one time years ago for Gay Pride here in Atlanta. He did what was his first book called? The one where where the child was, the mother raised the child to be a girl, but he was born a boy.
Oh, I remember
I can't remember what the book is called though. Imitation of Life, is that it?
It's something like that.
What was that book called? I know somebody in here knows. It wasn't called Imitation of Life. Imitation of Life is that movie. What was that book called?
I can't remember.
Somebody gonna say it. I know somebody knows it.
What does Gabby Cam say?
You always in green.
He didn't say that.
Oh no, Mike said that.
Who's Mike W?
Mike lives in Phoenix,
Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Phoenix.
I like Phoenix.
I've never been.
I've been twice.
Ugh.
Wait,
Perfect Peace. What is
a perfect peace? That's it.
your people?
That's why I say good. I said good day think. That's why I say good day thinkers don't lead progressive and drinkers. My people are smart.
So one of these.
My people think.
So one of these thousand
They
people
read.
knew Perfect Peace.
Yes, perfect peace. That's it. I couldn't think. What did I say? Imitation of life. Yes, perfect peace. But yeah, so I would love to do a podcast again, and yeah,
I think it'll be huge. You know why?
I think at this point,
the reason why I think, and I know it'll be huge, is because this gay thing has taken on a life of its own.
it has.
And it is more, what is the word? I guess I could use, it's more pronounced. It's more out there. It's more in your face. It's more, it's everywhere. And like I told you, like, I think I can say this about you and I.
What?
We are like Neanderthals. In
No,
a
I'm
sense.
not.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Just an openly gay man that likes another man, bitch. Like, I'm ancient. Bitch, you too, bitch, you
No.
49 for what?
I'm younger than you.
Who gives a fuck? It's like 4 or 5 years, honey. Weren't you born in the 70s?
Yes.
79?
6, bitch.
Okay,
But
bitch.
here's the thing. Those 4
I
or
was
5
born
years.
in 1972, bitch.
Those things matter because, bitch, if they said you get 4 more years of your life, or we're gonna subtract 4 years,
Well,
bitch,
I'm gonna
what would
live.
you want?
I'm gonna live a long life, bitch. So the little age difference, you can drop it, Oprah.
But here, right, 4 or 5 years is a big difference.
No,
Thanks.
the fuck it's
Thank
not.
you. Thank you,
You can't
Katie.
stand that because
No, it's not,
you're
bitch.
the fucking leader.
No,
Hey,
I'm the
don't
what?
let the leader, bitch.
I'm the-
Change don't cuss out, because I cuss really hard, bitch.
because I'm the one.
The leader, bitch. And you feel like this
Not the
motherfucker
leader.
come on here
The
and talk
leader.
About 4 or 5 years is a big
It is a
girl,
lot.
please.
Okay, 4 or 5 years.
Block her.
4
Who is Katie?
4 or 5 years in jail, bitch.
Well, bitch, I know how to braid hair.
Ah, you do?
I mean,
I never knew how to braid hair.
bitch, it's a twist and a boom boom. Bitch. But Katie, you got to make up for that, honey. Talking about no, it's not.
That is a long time.
1976 and 1972 is not.
Bitch, that's 4 years.
You really?
All right, Sparkle got her Houston tickets. What date you coming? The 19th, what is it? The 19th, 20th, 21st? But no.
Right, settle down, Oprah. Bitch, that's only 4 years, bitch.
That's a long time, bitch.
But I can't wait.
Okay, 4 years in jail. 4 years homeless.
Well, bitch, I can't wait to fuck until you turn 50.
Well,
So you could like, because when you do, when you mate, what is it?
4.
Oh, well, bitch, I'll still be 53. And cute?
Barely.
Oh,
Because you'll be a whisper away from 54.
Oh, God, but you've already put out that I'm like 57.
Well.
Rude ass.
But as far as the launch for the book,
Yes.
I was going to do, remember I was going to do Telling Our Stories at PhagTawlk. I'm going to use that as the launch place. Yeah.
Who's going to do the flowers?
I don't know if they're going to let me bring outside flowers in.
I'm playing. I'm kidding. Because they'd be like, Greg always big.
But here's the thing.
Flowers. No.
But I do have a list
of
pen pals
that
I'm going to give a book to because they have been really staunch. They've been staunch supporters of mine.
How
Staunch.
many years would it be?
Going back to 2017.
Oh, wow.
Well, now when I first started streaming, I never can remember. Alicia,
2017.
is that when I started? Alicia always kind of tells me what year it was. I think
Katie's the cutie with the honey blonde throat.
so. I've been streaming for 8 years. I think it was 27.
Are you worn out
No,
from just like
no.
really?
It was 2017. Yeah, Alicia said yes. No, I'm not worn out from it because I'm not a slave to it.
Right.
And I enjoy talking to
to the
them.
people.
You know what I'm saying? I think, and let me not say anybody's name. I think when people get burnt out from it, it's because they feel
too much.
Well, because they're trying to come up with content.
Something, right.
They're trying to come up with content, or they're reviewing a movie or TV shows, and that requires them to go and watch a TV show.
And that again,
like I remember when I not first, but somewhere during the journey, some of them would be like, "Oh, Craig, we need you to watch such and such show and talk about it." Oh, y'all never wrote me into that. Because see, the thing is, I'm not a big TV person. Sometimes I get hooked on the show. Y'all know no, I think they off for the season. Y'all know I love what's the show with Forrest Whitaker?
Oh, I saw
Bumpy Johnson. He's playing Bumpy Johnson. Whatever that show is called. Y'all know I go through phases where I have certain shows that I love, but I'm not like a slave to TV. And so I didn't want to have to go and watch a TV show and then come and talk about it. And the truth is, a lot of the shows that, not necessarily my people, Godfather of Harlem, thanks, Ayana.
I saw that. A
lot of the people who watch content creators who review shows, they want to see them reality shows. And I don't watch that shit. I don't watch Housewives. I don't watch Married to Medicine. And you know what I mean? So when I get on here, I'm just talking.
That's what I was going to say.
So it doesn't feel like...
it's very genuine.
Right. It doesn't feel like, oh God, I got to get on this live. It's not like that for me. I think when they have to create a skit, or they got to watch a series of shows and then come on here and talk about it.
Listen, honey, that all ties into what I said to you earlier. You are a natural at what you are because it's from the heart. And like you were saying, you didn't know.
Somebody said low vibrational stuff.
Not low vibrational. but that's what you give, and that's
I don't watch the Kardashians no more. Cut it out, Cabby Cave. That's been seasons ago. I stopped fooling with them a long time ago. Go ahead, when I saw them for who they were.
But no, I'm just saying.
It's just Trump supporters. I don't know if they're Trump supporters or not, but the fact that she was still promoting Elon Musk cars and shit like that. Sorry.
But you got this thing. You got it down to a mere science, honey. And it's natural. It is genuine. It is what the people are. You got 1,000 people, 1,100 people.
1,200.
I'm sorry, my phone is not accurate. But they are vested in this. They want to, because you have that je ne sais quoi, honey.
But it took a minute to get to this.
Not for me. For you to see this happening. There was something, I'm just trying to tell you, bitch. Shit. You always had something.
It's so funny you're saying this because...
And you have to know and understand that, because like Maya told Oprah, baby, she said,
now you're Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
So you're no longer Gail. Now you're Maya.
She told her, she said,
now you're wise old Maya.
Right, bitch, because you're in it.
Yeah.
You can't.
And that's I think what I was saying earlier when I said I didn't see it. PhagTawlk and even like this last season of Telling Our Stories exploded, but I think that was because of the topic and because it came after PhagTawlk had already launched. And so that's what I'm saying. Because I'm in it, I didn't realize how big it had become.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it all. Because if you did, it would be Rolls Royces out here. But
that was the other thing that I used to pray too, going back to what somebody said earlier.
Right.
One of the things that I used to pray also was that whenever it happens, whatever it is, I didn't want to levitate. I wanted to stay grounded. And I used to pray. I'm like, God, if I'm going to levitate, keep me in the fire.
That's why I said you would, instead of the beautiful cars,
I would be bringing you over here to sell your caftans. I would have brought Sydney over here to sell his candles. Right.
So, but that's why I know for a fact.
I'm like, you got to pay me to come over here and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but again, that's where it all goes back to, and that's the beginning and the end.
Right.
And
it's funny because Angela said that to me. I think I told you this. Angela said that to me a while ago. She said, Craig, we've always seen this. we've already experienced you. The world is now just getting to experience you. But your friends have always seen this. Yeah.
And no matter, because it goes, who was it? There's somebody that's huge. I can't remember.
I want some more water. You want some more?
You want me to get it?
Sure. You know, I love a little black hand service.
What did Florence say? She said something.
Look, I just set it back over here.
Remember when she was on her knees?
Oh, she said, "Oh, Mr. Jefferson." Yeah.
She was like, what did she say?
I don't know what she said.
Basically, it was like, "Give a fuck you." But what I was going to say was, I kind of lost what I was going to say, but I think that
the last thing I said was Angela said, "We've already seen it. Now everybody else is." But even my original supporters, when I only had like 75 people watching or 100, you know what I mean? And Alicia, and those of you who were there in the beginning, you can vouch for this. There would be comments sometimes in there, and they'd be like, "Oh God, we know that eventually other people are going to catch on, but we really like it being a small community." Like they didn't really want, they didn't really want other people to start to follow me.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It gets bigger. Only because, and that's with everything, and you just poured your spirit into it, and then once that started to happen, it's voila.
Oh, that's a good point. Anything for Selena's? Oh, you didn't change your name on here. But I used to watch This Is Us, and I used to just talk about it organically, but it wasn't like
I need to talk about.
I have to talk, but I would just talk about it because I just fell in love with the show. But that was one of those instances where that was a show that was on that I loved, and so I just would talk about it. But look, Alicia says, "Yeah, we ain't really fuck with the masses." In fact, when she said that, it just reminded me of something. Yes, Karen said, "Yeah, we didn't want to share you." Because remember, I streamed on Facebook for a year before I ever went on YouTube.
What?
Because my YouTube.
Who does that?
Let me see. Why did I do that? I think because I didn't have enough subscribers.
Here you go, George. What, bitch?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You saw care.
I think because I didn't have enough subscribers on YouTube.
And you were
you have no. You have to have a certain amount of subscribers in order to turn on the live. It won't even allow you. Right. You had to have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh wow.
And I didn't have. At one point, you didn't have to have a certain amount of subscribers, but then they changed.
How many do you have now?
Subscribers?
Yeah.
53,000.
I was gonna say 50-something.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was streaming on Facebook alone, and when I started, Nikki figured out. Well, once I got the subscribers, then I started streaming on YouTube. Them children over there on Facebook, they're like, "Oh, child, we do not want them YouTube people over here. Can we just go stream on Facebook?" They didn't even want me to stream on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. The Facebook people did not want me to stream on,
of course, because they
YouTube.
were the originals.
And they would be like, "Oh, child, YouTube, they ghetto over there." They did not like for me to stream on YouTube.
Now.
And then, but here's the thing: when I started streaming on YouTube, because remember, I streamed on Facebook for an entire year first. Then when I started streaming on YouTube, look.
Alicia,
And then there would be times that sometimes Facebook, look, they tell me, "Yeah, we did not want him on YouTube." And Angelique, remind me to come back to that comment right there. So when I first started going over to YouTube, Katie said, "Yeah, YouTube is a little wild."
Hold on, man. Who is that?
You ask me like I know everybody on here. I
you
don't
do,
know.
bitch, because you love your people.
But I don't always know them when they have a screen name that's not their name. And so when I got on YouTube, the book sales increased because there was a whole new community of people.
Of course.
That hadn't seen me or heard anything. So it took the book sales to another level, right? And then it took Patreon to another level. Because it was just a whole new audience of people. Right. And then there would be times where, yes, Christy, y'all would talk trash. Christy, I was talking about you in Cabo. I was talking about you and Tiffany Smith Bell at the final dinner. But And then when there would be times that Facebook wouldn't be working and I couldn't stream on there, would be having technical issues, and I'd have to stream on YouTube only. And they would get the notification because they would be subscribed on YouTube as well. And they'd be like, why are you not on Facebook? They're like, I don't want to watch over here.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was a fool. When I say it was a fool, but Angelique, something you just said, it was interesting. She said, I heard your voice before. What did she say?
She said that she heard your voice before she like fell.
I heard your voice before seeing your face and fell in love with you. I was just telling Scott today, I was talking to Scott, and I was saying to him just that. I said, it's so crazy because before, I literally just said this to him when I went to grab food. I said, people started to recognize my voice before they saw me. Because when I first started working with Madison, I was never on camera.
Oh, wow.
And I was telling him how one time, I told you all this story before. I was telling Scott how I had called, this is when I was living at 227, and I had called, whoever I had. I think I had Xfinity or somebody. I think I had Xfinity for internet. And they had tacked on all of these extra charges on my bill.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, and I was like, man, I don't even have a phone. Like they had added phone shit, and, you know, all these fees. And so I called and I was about to go off, but I didn't go off. And I was like, man, listen, I used to work for the phone company. I know how this works. I said, I know you all will add shit onto the bill so that y'all can get a commission check. And by the time the customer catches it, you've already gotten your check. I said, please get that stuff off my bill. And she was uncharacteristically quiet. Like as I'm talking to her.
Oh, fuck, you found this out.
Right. And she didn't say anything. And so finally she says, I'm sorry. She said, I know this might be really unprofessional. She says, but
are you correct?
no, that ain't what she said. She said, have you ever heard of Beyoncé? He found out about me the same way. She said, have you ever heard of the Queen's Supreme Court?
Oh, shit.
And remember, I'm not on camera. I'm behind the camera. And I said, yeah, I'm the showrunner. She screams on the phone. Hey, y'all, guess who I'm on the phone with? She in a call center.
You are lying.
She's in a call. Scott, I was telling Scott this story a couple hours ago. He fell out laughing. And she said, oh my God, we're in here watching the show from the other night right now. She said, I kept looking at your account like Craig, Atlanta, his voice sounds the same. Like, she's like, I knew it had to be you. And then another time we were down in Texas. We were doing the Queen's Supreme Court. We had a show in Texas. And I remember I was in Whole Foods and I was ordering something to take back to the Airbnb so I could eat. And I was asking the man behind the counter something about the salmon or something. And this woman came over to me and she touched me and I looked and she said, is your name Craig?
Oh my God.
And I said, yeah. She said, you work with T.S. Madison. I said, yeah. She said, I recognize your voice. That's how it started. Because I was never in front of the camera. Every now and then she would do a live and she might turn the camera or I might be in the car with her. Right. But they didn't really know what I looked like. They would just hear me talking. And so I was saying to Scott, it's interesting how the internet can find you. Mm-hmm. Because even like when you think about like Beyonce's dancers, like I don't know them, but like there are people who follow, they got their home fan club. It's like, how do these people, them twins, like people find their social media, they find, they know what they look like. Like, it's just like, that I can understand you knowing what Julius looks like, her security, because he's always with her. But like them dancers, like, how do you keep up with that stuff? They be doing background singers.
People be knowing, honey.
I know.
Somebody put my actual birthday on here.
Mm-hmm.
Greg's birth mantra's telling someone asked, I guess.
Yeah, I was kind of doing like what Mo was doing, but not really, because Vincent was doing what Mo was doing. I was the showrunner, so I was finding the stories. I would give Vincent, and then it was Mo, the assets, like the pictures, the videos that we would talk about, or they would talk about.
So when you were doing that, did you never ever think?
And I would give Madison like the background on the story, if it was a story that she didn't know.
So when you were doing that, you never once thought, oh,
no.
Why?
Because I never wanted to be in front of the camera. That was just never a desire of mine.
So who pushed it? Madison.
No, that's what I'm saying. It just happened serendipitously.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that that's what I'm saying. When I say I feel like my personality has finally aligned with my purpose, I think that, and I don't want to say the word success because that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when I finally started to live in my purpose and start to move in my life's work, it was when I kind of stopped resisting. I think that there was a part of me subconsciously that was resisting
all the things,
being in front of the people, but that was what the universe was calling for. And things didn't start to happen until I stopped trying to put the brakes on and stop trying to, dig my feet in the ground.
I have to be honest with you. This will show you how much I love you.
What?
I remember, I'll go back a little. I think you would not try to coerce or anything. You would like, I think I want to talk to you you wanted to have a conversation.
Oh, years ago.
And I was like,
so wait, let me say it. I don't know what you're about to say.
Okay.
But I think we've had conversations here before. And I was saying, because I think some of you would kind of say like, well, where's Greg been? If y'all known each other all this time, like, why has he never been on the live? I tried to get this bitch on the live years ago. And he's like, He was like,
Yeah.
And it wasn't until one day he came over here, my mom was here, and I happened to have the camera on. And I first took him down, and this was on Patreon.
Yeah.
I think I put a little piece on YouTube, but he's on my Patreon first.
Years ago.
No.
Or just
like maybe whenever it was when you came over here.
Movie night.
Yeah, well, it was before the movie night. It was when you first came over here, and my mother knew who you were, but Gloria was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "That's Slocum." We used to call him Slocum.
Right, because we met years.
And I took you downstairs for the first time to see downstairs.
Right, I remember. He
was on Patreon, but I put a little piece on my YouTube channel. That was the first time that I actually captured him on camera, because he was avoiding it just like I was avoiding it.
What I was going to say to you about maybe during that time frame, I cannot go back and say, oh, that's when I thought this. I used to be afraid for you.
Really?
I was scared for you because I thought that the reason why I was afraid was because you had you were responsible for all the things that you would be discussing. And if somebody would try to not attack you, but attack what you were discussing, the subject matter, what you may have said.
And I think that was a part of what I was running away from too. I didn't want to
because
hear that.
I'm such a protective person. And bitch, I come swinging if somebody ever fucked with you. And it was, you get what I'm saying? And I used to be so scared for you because of that thing, because I felt that you were like the face for all the things, and you had that great responsibility to
thank you
to all the people,
right? And I remember when I was dating Carlton, and you met Carlton for the first time. You said, Carlton, if you fuck him up or something, you said, I remember you said that to him. But I wanted to go back to the thing I was saying about Beyonce, because I don't think I really finished that. When I went to that show in Houston a few years ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was, I was looking at her and I was just like, how heavy that crown must be. Because you got your family relying on you, friends, the world. And what I mean is, people are always pulling at you, asking you for something. And I don't just mean money. Pulling at you for your time, for your attention. And then, yes, money. Like whenever there's a disaster in the world, like they got this flooding down in Houston, I'm sure there are people who think that because she's from Houston, she's about to give out $300 million down there to Houston. It's like, you can't, And so I was just thinking, like, I just started praying for her sanity and her ability to just maintain her peace.
Right.
Right. And because people can make you believe that you're selfish because you don't want to get involved in every single cause.
Right.
You can't do everything.
No. And you have to learn the hard way.
And I remember saying that to Madison. I said, girl, you can't jump on every trans issue.
Because I just happen to
You can't be on every trans issue. You don't have to speak on every trans issue. And so going back to what I was saying, even as I started to see my little corner of the world changing, I started to notice how expectations of me were changing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I was afraid for you, I didn't want people to think that you were the fucking flag bearer for all the gays.
And that was another reason why I didn't want it. I was like, child, I do not want to be the poster child.
Even though you like the girls, you support the girls, all the things, you still have a level of understanding and knowing, and yet you can differentiate the two between yourself and your privacy and for the people.
Right.
And that's big.
Yeah. Because the thing too is, we are sometimes so critical of each other, not just as Black people, but as gay people.
Oh my God.
We're sometimes more critical of each other than the straight people.
And I've talked to you about this in private before. Like, I don't want anyone feeling sorry for me, but if you and I were in the same room, I got bashed the hardest for being myself.
Yeah.
For being, for dressing, for appearance, all the things externally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And thank God we made it through whatever that time period was. Mm-hmm. And we are, because I think they care about our friendship and our relationship and all things, but this is very authentic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people, they wouldn't have taken up for their friends, or they don't. I've been in a, bitch. Have you ever been in a room where you can never take room, bitch?
Room.
Where people, like, I have been in a room where somebody that I have loved more than life, and then there were other people that were there, and the other people started talking shit about me, and this person joined in. Mm-hmm. Has that ever happened to you?
Where they weren't involved in the conversation?
Let's imagine bitch, I'm here, just here, you're here, and then think of just some Kevy Kev. And Kevy Kev says something negative about you, and I'm the loudest person in the room talking shit about you to make sure that his statement about you is like stamped. I don't like that. Don't do that, bitch, because you're not my real friend. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah.
Don't do that. That has happened to me. And bitch, they don't know about me being rough. Bitch, I was ready to throw rough, bitch. I was ready to throw hands.
Right.
Because don't let this sweet taste fool you, honey. The fuck down.
So Katie said Kevy Kev catching strays, honey.
Kevy Kev is whatever. The larger the 2-year gap. What is he talking about?
Kevy
Kev really thinks he's like the whatever. Does he have a boyfriend?
No, Jocelyn asked, do I think that Beyoncé is going to retire anytime soon?
No.
So that's what he's responding to. I don't think she's going to. I agree with what he just put in there. I don't think she's going to retire anytime soon.
There'll be a gap.
I think she's going to slow down a bit more.
Have you noticed she don't dance as hard?
But if you notice, I don't think this tour had as many dates. She definitely don't dance as hard.
But
because even like that last one, and a lot of her fans were saying,
"Baby, she pushed it. Go out there, baby."
Right, but a lot of her fans were saying it was because she had surgery on her foot, and she did have something with her foot. Because when you watch the movie, the Renaissance movie, there was something going on. She had physical therapy in there or something, so she did have something, and she wasn't wearing like heels.
Oh,
but I think that like she's 43 or whatever she is, like you're gonna start slowing down.
Do you see that sculpted body?
Baby. And I was thinking I was like, I wonder how many
surgeries.
No, not surgery. I mean, I'm not saying she hasn't. I don't know. But I was thinking like how many wraps she got around. Oh, she had a knee thing too?
Yeah.
It was a short tour. This was a shorter tour.
Is it done? I thought Vegas.
Vegas is it.
Wow. Yeah.
She left here to go to Vegas. But I was wondering how many wraps she got around to cinch her in.
That body.
Because she probably got something up under there.
Oh,
because I remember years ago she was saying she would wear like multiple pairs of pantyhose or something like in her shoes.
Yeah.
You know,
to keep her feet
big
ugly.
Yes, to keep them tight.
She just, the thing about her, I think that just like with how we love Oprah, she just came along at the right perfect
She
time.
did. But I sometimes wonder too, like as hard as she dances, I wonder after she stops, just like with a football player, like is her body gonna have like injuries from when she was dancing so much and so long for all those years.
And
like with Prince,
swirls.
like yeah. Like, is she gonna have like joint issues or things like that are gonna be like lasting things from when she was working so hard?
Maybe if she keeps a steady flow of movement.
Because look at like Prince. I don't know how many of you knew this, but when Prince was alive, part of the reason that they said he was on those drugs,
he was fucked up,
was because he used to jump off those speakers.
Yeah.
And he would, like a ballerina, MJ Jones. It was like he would jump off those stages and jump down into a split, like off those speakers. And he had like hip issues.
Well, bitch, watch the Dallas Cowboy thing on Netflix.
What is that?
Those girls, like half of them have surgeries and things for that damn, whatever that split thing is called, where they do that, that big intro. Those girls get fucked up.
Right.
They have hip replacements.
Right.
And some of them don't even be 25.
Thank you, Kevin Mitchell and MBS for the cash apps.
Thank you. Who's Kevin Mitchell?
What you want to see his face? I mean,
I just asked a goddamn question. Oprah.
That's Kevin Mitchell.
Hi, Kevin.
I've never met Kevin Mitchell, right? Kevin, I've never met you, have I?
Yes, Kick Line.
Thank you, Kevin.
Craig, did you ever see? I was doing splits and shit, but you know I was like fuck everything. I should have been a goddamn choreographer or something, because bitch, I used to bitch, I used to win all the contests dancing. I've told you this when you lied.
Oh, thank you, Gwen. Go ahead, I'm gonna answer her.
No, because wait a minute, let's discuss this outfit because the girls are gagging. Someone says I love the mint collar.
Brianna, they probably do. I'm sure she does like physical therapy and some sort of training. Because like those of you who follow my Patreon, you know I go to my place where I do cryotherapy, which is like the cold chamber that you go into. I do red light therapy. I do compression boots. I do all those things. So I'm sure they do that kind of stuff to kind of maintain, just like these athletes do. But still, at the end of the day, your body, your body is still gonna,
go through the things.
Yeah, it may not be as much,
right? But at 53, what I know to be true is that you got to have some kind of movement.
Yeah,
because I love yoga. Someone, Lily Duncan says, "Greg has beautiful." Thank you, Lily.
Okay, now who was it that said something about? Somebody said, "How do I choose what I'm going to wear to different events?" Thank you. She said, "You always hit the mark." I really don't have an answer for that. I don't know. Obviously, some of the things, not all, some of the things that I wear to PhagTawlk are not things that I would wear in real life. Like if we were going out, like that silver sequins that I wore in Florida, St. Petersburg. No, boo, Miss Misha. He has not gotten his colonoscopy yet. We were tearing him up at the top of the live.
I'm like, girl, let's not go back to who's saying
you're on YouTube. She's on Facebook.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She's commenting from Facebook. And so that silver thing, I wouldn't wear that out. That to me, that's show clothes. Like I wouldn't wear that to dinner.
But you don't think you're a showman?
Well, I think that that's too flashy.
But honey, let me tell you something.
I think
let's stop right now. I know somebody that told me years ago.
And yes, I do design the stuff. So like I work with a seamstress that Greg introduced me to. In fact, well, I got some stuff that I just picked up the other day that another seamstress that he introduced me to made. But I'm taking that on another trip that I got coming up. But the stuff that I've been wearing to PhagTawlk, some of those things have been made for me. And then remember, some of the stuff before the stuff that I was having made was made by Nana Boateng, the African, the black designer that I get the shoes from and all of that stuff. Like he was doing those clothes and stuff, and those shoes and things were custom. But then I met the lady through him, and like that silver thing, pants and shirt that came from her. It was something that I designed. And she made it. I just told her what I wanted. And then she's made, oh, you need to see the thing I picked up from her the other day that I'm taking on my next trip. It's not to be played with. And I just happened to see it in her house. She had the fabric in her house.
The jacket.
Yeah, she's one, it's the jackets and pants, bitch.
Finish. I'm so sorry.
And she keeps fabric in her house. And I happened to see it one day. I was over there. I said, "What is this?" I said, "Pull this out." And so we made the shirt. It's a jacket, but it's more like a kimono. And bitch,
I'll get to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
and I'll put it on Patreon. And then Patreon is $10 a month. And then or you can pay for it for the year and it's cheaper. And then it's like the pants to it. And I ordered some sandals.
You showed me.
And they still haven't come.
Oh, bitch, because
they coming from Greece.
Oh, bitch.
I didn't realize that's where they were coming from.
Listen, I was going to tell you something about
Thank you, Tiffany Gibson.
real quick. Somebody that we both know jointly, they said that when they first met me, they said, now I got to step my clothes game up because I got competition in this.
Who said that?
Kawama. That was 20 plus years ago.
Yes.
And what I can tell you is you'll never know that what happens is especially if you start to like give yourself a certain look.
Yeah.
And you'll feel like, oh shit, I can't go back to whatever, this, that, and the third, because I have to zhuzh it up. And when you are zhuzhing it up, child, that's when it gets costing a little bit more.
It does. But I've always loved clothes.
Exactly.
I have always loved clothes.
We don't even discuss
And there was a period of time, like when I was really struggling, trying to get the books off the ground. I was writing my play and going on. I couldn't buy clothes. And like when I met Greg, like I wasn't in a position to buy stuff and do all of that kind of stuff. But
now.
but even before now, but like when I was in college, like if you read my first book, I was voted best dressed male at Hampton my senior year. Yeah, look at Demetria. Yes, I was voted best dressed male at Hampton. So I loved clothes, but I was still on my parents' dime.
Yeah.
But then once I came to Atlanta, once those first couple of years I was okay. But then when I stepped out of working a job and I didn't have a consistent income, I couldn't be buying clothes and stuff like that. It was no longer a priority for me. My priority was starting Impeccable Works.
Yeah.
That was the money that I used to start that. And then it was printing greeting cards and producing the stage play and paying the actors and writing the books. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it just became all of those things. But somebody asked, how did I move past? What was that question? Craig, how did you move beyond worrying about scrutiny and public opinions? I have so much to say. I wanted to share my story of being a newly out lesbian woman at 48, but I fear the backlash. Oh, well, here's the thing. I'll give you two things. First and foremost, when I was about to start my podcast, before I was doing live streams, it was just audio. You could just hear it. I started so much to say, and my friend Terrence, I've told this story before. Terrence, he lives in California now. He was like, listen, if you're going to do this podcast, he said, you have to give the people all of you. At that time, I was still very much so reserved. I didn't want people to
know all the things.
Like, is he, oh my God, he's gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want, because I mean, once you out there, you know what I'm saying? And I recognize that my voice goes up and it goes down, like anybody else's voice, like when you get excited. And so I realized that I was not as secure in my sexuality as I thought I was. Yeah.
You said that before.
I was not.
You say that, I'm like, what?
I was not. I mean, I have written plays and done all of the things, but it was just, I was still kind of like in a shell.
But what about when we would be like at Kroger, bitch?
Well, that didn't bother me. That was you.
Explain.
Well, I didn't care if people knew I was gay because I was out with whomever.
Right.
But it was just like, I didn't want people to be like, but more importantly, here's the nuts and bolts of it. And I've said this even in describing me working now with Madison. There was a time that I could, and I'm writing this in this new book. There was a time, because it speaks to living out your soul's purpose. I would be living out my soul's purpose if I was still concerned about what people thought. Fuck success and the stuff and the things,
All the things.
I wouldn't be fulfilled as a human being. Because I think that for every day that you're on the planet, that you're not living out your life's purpose, you're dying a bit. And I didn't want to get to the end of my life and be like, well, damn, you could have done this, or you dreamed of doing this and you didn't do that. You know, so when Terrence said that to me, it kind of ignited something in me. He said, listen, if you're going to do this podcast, you need to let them show you need to show all of you. You can't just be professional, Craig, where you're like, yes, so today we're talking about that. No. He said, like, you need to, he said, because you're funny, you know, you're silly, you got these quirky parts of your personality that you don't usually let people see. Right. He said, you only let people who know you see that. He said, Craig, and this is what I'm saying, like Angela has even said this to me, we've always loved this about you. Now the world is starting to see it. So that was what Terrence was saying too. Way back then, when I started the podcast in 2015 or whatever that was. And he was just like, you have to show all of you. You have to be authentic. And I think that's why people gravitate to the lives too. Because you can look at people's lives and you can tell that it's performative. You can tell that they're trying to
do all of the things
to be sensational or to be whatever. Right. But the nuts and bolts of it is, and part of the reason that I didn't want to show all of my personality was because I thought that it was going to sanction the kind of guy that I could be with. You know what I mean? Because there was a time that I dated a lot of guys who were kind of closeted or kind of on the low. And I didn't want to be too out for them.
It's like, well, you ain't getting this.
Right. You too out there for me.
Well, how the fuck do you think I feel?
And so I had to push past that. I'm like, well, fuck that and fuck them. Like, I don't want to be with somebody like that.
That was always my thing, because I never, for me, I just never really truly cared. I don't want to say that I didn't care about my appearance and all the things, because I always tell you how still to this day, like I had to cuss out a man and woman about 8-9 months ago at a fucking Publix that was staring at me in disbelief and giving the ugh.
Right.
And I heard the ugh in a parking lot.
Right.
In an open forum. Bitch, I motherfucking them all the way to their car.
Right.
I had to, because I wasn't going to allow these people to sit here and feel like just because we are at the address where I live and do and say those things.
Parker boy. Yeah, no, I get it.
So
I get it.
Fuck that.
And
not masculine for masculine. Kevin Cam is always, he's a fucking mess.
Ain't he a mess? But no, and it was just like, I was holding a part of my personality hostage.
Right.
I was holding a part of myself hostage because I was concerned with what people thought.
What was your breakthrough?
At the end of the day, it's like, you only get one life. This shit goes by quick.
And what was your breakthrough?
And I didn't want to spend the larger portion of my life worrying about what people thought. The breakthrough, the initial breakthrough was when Terrence said, you got to come to this podcast with all of your personality. He said, you can't be sitting there trying to monitor how you say things. And he said, you got to let them hear all of the stuff, the sides of your voice and see all of the sides of your personality. That was what he said. Yeah. And I thought about it because I didn't realize that he was aware that and what I heard him saying also was that I wasn't really showing up in every aspect of my life. I was only showing up with people that I was comfortable with.
Can I be honest? This is the part where these straight people that are afraid of gays, this is what they need to hear.
Absolutely.
And you know, the reason why, and someone said, you go from funny to serious. I'm a Gemini, that's what I give. This is what the fuck they need to hear. Yeah. They need to hear for me, when I express certain aspects of my little life, only because, not that my life is little, but I don't do all the things. Like, they don't realize that when you're getting dressed, will they accept this? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know how difficult that is? Like, even when you saw me, and you know, I give a fuck, but then I kind of don't. Mm-hmm. But like wearing some of the swimwear, I don't give a fuck, but don't you know when I walk past something or somebody like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. Mm-hmm. But then there are people like, oh God, it's Greg. So I lean towards
Yeah.
And it's not for the effects of whatever I think the people who they go. No, that's just how the fuck I felt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's why we get judged so deeply. You know.
And then also it's like, I will sit on this live and will break down crying and I've never planned on crying.
Right. Exactly.
But I've been sitting here talking about something, and next thing I know, and I remember the very first time I cried.
What was it from?
I remember the very first time that I cried.
What was it?
And remind me to come to this part of the story because I want to remember this. Like the kind of guys that I used to date. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do any of you remember the first time I cried? I want to see if anybody remembers. I'm curious to know if anybody remembers the very first time I ever cried on this live.
How many years ago was it?
It was the first year that I was streaming.
Oh God, that was.
It was the. Yeah.
Where you at, Mantra?
It was the very first time that I mean, right in the beginning when I first started streaming. I want to see if anybody knows. I don't even know how long Mantra's been following me though. I don't know that. So I don't know if she was there then.
I thought she was the president.
She is the president, but not because she was there in the very beginning.
I'm kidding.
Oh. What was? Yes, I knew Alicia was gonna know.
The card of the contributions.
No, it wasn't that Coleman, but that was a good one too. You better remember, Tarnat. No, Coach Realness. The very first time was my car. I've told this story before, but I know some of you may be new. I'm not going to tell the full story. But again, I was with Terrence, who said, you need to, when you start doing this podcast, you need to be open. My car had gotten repoed. I'm reading Mantra's message. It hadn't gotten repoed. It had gotten impounded.
Mm.
I had lapsed in my car insurance.
Oh, God.
And again, that was at the time when I was every single day was a tough decision. I had a tough financial decision every single day. Someday it was either, are you going to pay your car insurance or are you going to print books? Are you going to buy this plane ticket to get down to Houston or wherever you got to go to do this book signing? Or are you going to pay your cell phone bill? It was always a tough financial decision. Every time. Right. Ugh. And so this particular time, I skipped my car insurance.
Excuse me.
And I was driving to the gym and I passed the cops and they must have ran my plates and they pulled me over and I had to get out the car. A friend of mine was following me. We were going to the gym together. He was following me. I ended up getting in the car with him and we went on to the gym because shit, wasn't nothing I could do. I didn't have no money. Mm. The car was impounded for about 4 days. And I had just started working with Madison.
My God.
And the car had gotten, she was living in Conyers at the time. And the car had just gotten impounded. And Terrence was coming to pick me up when we would run places or whatever. And then the friend that I was going to the gym with that day, he would come pick me up. We would go to the gym. And other than that, I would just be home. And Terrence said to me one day, he said, you know, you talk about everything else on that live.
Oh, shit. You better talk about this.
He said, you talk about everything else on that live. You need to go in there and talk to them about this. He said, because somebody is probably going through something. I'm going to tell you, let me go back. He said, you don't seem to be concerned about your car being in the impound. I said, well, Terrence, what am I supposed to do? I ain't got no money. What am I going to do? Sit here and be upset about it? What the fuck is that going to do? It ain't going to change shit. And so he said, well, you should go on the live and talk about it. He said, because I bet you there's somebody going through something right now and they probably struggling. He said, and you could be, he said, you could probably inspire them to handle their situation. He said, because you're handling this very well. And I said, I don't know. I might. Because I mean, that was very raw for me to get. I mean, because you don't know who's watching.
Right.
It ain't just people who I don't know that was watching. I mean, it was people probably that I knew was watching. And I didn't want, I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck you get on a live stream talking about your motherfucking car that got impounded, and you ain't got the money to get it out. Mm. And so I ended up getting on there one night. I just talked about it one night. And I was just like, listen, my car's been impounded since the other day. I just was talking about it very matter of fact.
Yeah.
And then I got off the live. I said, all right, y'all have a good night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. I got off that live. I went to bed. And I woke up the next morning. And it was a handful of them. I still to this day don't know how many of them there were. Because Shakika, who lives in Carolina, I think it's North Carolina, but I can't remember. It's either North or South. Shakika was, because again, at this time, I only had about 30, 40 people watching me, maybe 100, maybe. Mm-hmm. Shakika sent a message to some of the people who watched me consistently, whose names would be in the chat. Mm-hmm. She sent up a group message on Facebook and said, we need to help him get his car out. Yes, bitch, I'm asleep. I woke up that next morning.
Cash app.
Bitch, that cat, yes. The money was in my cash app. Jesus. There was enough money for me to get the car out of impound. Mm. I don't remember how much it was now. But I remember in total I needed like close to $700. Mm. I had to get the money out of the impound. I mean the car out of the impound. I had to pay my car insurance.
Which was probably $300.
It was a couple months behind. Remember, I had fallen behind.
Yeah.
So I had to reinstate it and catch it up. And I had to pay the motherfucking ticket because they wrote me a ticket when they pulled me over. I had a ticket for not having insurance.
Oh my God, Jesus.
So that was 3 different fees. When I tell you I woke up the next morning and I said, what the fuck just happened? Mm. And it was all, you couldn't leave a message in Cash App at the time. You couldn't leave, because as I was about to say, there were no messages. I remember looking at that. I said, what the fuck? And I jumped up and I ended up, catching up everything. And I got on that live. Oh my God. And every now and then that live will come up as a Facebook memory. Ooh. I don't even remember what month it was, but every now and then it comes up as a memory. Uh-huh. And I got on that live and I was talking to them and I said, I don't know what provoked you all to be this kind to a stranger. Yeah. But I appreciate it. And I just broke down and I just was crying. I could not compose myself because it was just like, why the fuck would these strangers do that for me? Like I could not wrap my brain around it.
What you give to the world, you get it back.
Yes. But here's the bigger lesson too. Here's one of the lessons too. This was the first time that I really understood what it meant to truly surrender. Mm. I had surrendered it.
Everything to God.
I didn't know how I was going to get that car out. And I wasn't sitting there worried about it. I wasn't losing sleep. Mm-hmm. I had literally resolved in my mind that they were going to have to go ahead and keep that car because I was never going to have the money to get it out. Mm-hmm. And so I think there were a lot of things at play. I think, yes, the energy that I had put into the world, but I also think because I had also surrendered it to God. And so I got on there and I talked about it and I broke down and I cried. And then one of the supporters, I've told this story before too, but I know there's some newbies, a guy named Theodore. He was one of the ones that was a regular. And he supported everything that I did. He had supported my greeting card business. He had supported my merch. He had bought the books. He used to gift books in the chat like my girl Shauna does now. Mm-hmm. And so again, that's why I have a list of certain supporters, and they're not all from all the way back then. Some of them are recent supporters too. I have a list of supporters that I'm going to give this new book to first. Yeah, I'm like, hey, I don't want you to buy it. I'm going to send it to you. What's your address? Da 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 da. But Theodore was in my live all of the time, and he used to support everything that I did. He would send cash apps, and one day he emailed me on Facebook. And he said, I'm facing the battle of my life. And I just need you to pray for me. Mm. That's all he said. Oh, God. And I said, okay, I'll pray for you. And I went on the live and I said, hey, guys, when I was about to get off, I said, Theodore, and they knew who I was talking about because he would always be in the live commenting, kind of like Kevy Kev. He wouldn't say things like Kevy Kev, but he was always putting messages in there. Mm. And I said, Theodore asked me to pray for him. I don't know what it's about, but I want you all to pray with me for him. And then the night before, he was having a surgery. He had he had like three or four blood vessels or something that he had to have surgery for in his brain. And so he told me that the night before, and I said, okay, I'm praying for you. Da, da, da. So months and months and months and months went by. And I hadn't heard anything from him.
Mm.
And so I kind of got concerned. And I remember, I was snooping all on his Facebook page, trying to see if he had posted or any news. Because, even if he had passed away, somebody would have posted, I miss you, or something. So I was looking for anything. And I ended up messaging a woman on his page who turned out to be his daughter.
Mm.
And I said to her, hey, I know he was having brain surgery. I haven't seen him on the live. I haven't seen any updates on his page. How did things go? Is he all right? And she messaged me back and said, yes, he's fine. He's convalescing, but he was still trying to learn how to talk. Because again, he had brain surgery. So he wasn't really talking. And I said, well, listen, is there anything that you guys need? And here's the moment where this was the moment that remember how Oprah always said she realized when she needed to use TV and not allow TV to use her. Mm-hmm. That's when I realized that I could use the internet
to say, hey,
to build community, so that I could galvanize people to go vote. Like even there was an election the other day, mm-hmm. and I didn't do a live stream about. There was a runoff election here in Atlanta or Georgia. Mm-hmm. I took a picture of my Georgia vote thing, and I just posted it. Because I just figured somebody might see him like, oh, bitch, there's an election today. Let me go vote.
And Craig has done it. So
let me go do it. Right. So I realized through that experience, like, oh, you can use this social media, not just to promote your books and sell books, but also to encourage and galvanize people to be stirred to action and da-da-da. So the daughter said to me, I said, is there anything that y'all need? She said, yeah, we really need this. So she needed like medical supplies, like gauze. Because again, she had to change bandages and, he couldn't get up and use the bathroom. So I think he had like adult diapers. It was a lot of shit, right? But then she had moved to Hawaii because he was living in Hawaii. Mm. She had left her place in South Carolina, moved to Hawaii. She wasn't working. The state was going to start paying her as like his caretaker. Mm-hmm. But it hadn't kicked in yet. And so she was behind her cell phone and all of these things. I got on the live and I told them about it because I thought here this stranger had contributed to helping me getting my car out. So now it's my turn to help him. And I went on that live and I told them the story. I said, listen, if you're not able to, I understand. I said, but don't cash at me. Mm-hmm. Don't cash at me. I'm gonna get the daughter's cash app, and you all gonna cash app her. Well, the people started sending me the cash app anyway. I think before I looked up good, it was like $1,000, but no, it was like $2,000 that they had sent, and I ended up sending it to her. I screenshot it and put it in my Facebook thing so they could see that I sent it to her. But one of the followers had said, Craig, they emailed whoever she was, emailed me and said, Craig, I think a better idea. Instead of us cash apping her, or in addition to us cash apping her, have her set up an Amazon storefront. This is when we were still fucking with Amazon.
And get all the things.
Let her put everything on a supply list that she needs. And when we pay for it, it will automatically go to her. We don't have to have the address or anything like that. I said, that's a brilliant idea. So I told the daughter to go ahead and set up everything they need. They bought everything that they needed on that list.
Just by you paying it forward.
Yes.
And that's what.
Yes. And I have Shakika to thank for
that.
The car impound thing. And like and to this day, that group still exists. I've never seen it. I think Nikki is in that group. But that's like when I bought this house, they put one of those signs out, welcome home, Craig, on my lawn. All from that group.
Wow.
One of those groups. Like I said, I've never been in the group. I've never seen the messages. But even when we went to Cabo, there's a WhatsApp group from when we did Virgin Voyage last year. They still communicate in there.
Oh, wow.
Now there's a Cabo group. They communicate in the Cabo group. There's a cabin group. They communicate in the cabin group.
Someone asked what was I guess Kevin Camp asked what was the total head count for Cabo. Was it at least 30?
Yeah, it was 30 for Cabo. When we did Virgin Voyage last year, it was 60. But remember, my mom died in October, so I didn't really promote Cabo. And then also all those planes and shit were crashing, so I think people got a little nervous to fly. Right. And then that motherfucker got in the White House, and I think people were kind of nervous about their finances or their job. So a lot of people just were kind of paralyzed, and they were afraid to kind of make moves. Mm-hmm. So it ended up being 30, but it was comfortable. It was a nice size for me, and it was perfect. And Allegra and I are already talking about what we're gonna do for next year. I sent her 2 different all-inclusive places, so she's looking at pricing and stuff now. And then once we know, we'll let you guys know, so we can start planning it now.
Accordingly.
Yeah, and we're looking at like doing it sometime next year, but we would give you all enough time to really kind of have like a good stretch of time to be able to make small payments each month.
People
right.
Show
up. Time.
You wanted me to remind you of the type of guys you dated.
Yes.
See, you thought I was going to forget.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Maya.
I love Maya.
So here's the thing. The professor, I do that. That's what he says. I don't know if it's male or female. Craig, give people advice on how to find their life's purpose from your perspective. That's what I do through the one-on-ones. That's why when I do one-on-ones, that's what we do. So people sometimes they ask me about relationship stuff, career stuff, family stuff. You'll be surprised how many people come to the live show, the PhagTawlk show, and they'll say, "You remember we did a?" I remember your face. I don't remember your name. They'll be like, I said, "I know you did a one-on-one. I remember." So like they'll talk to me about it. And they'll be like, "Things got so much better after that." That happened when I was in LA. In fact, with these sisters, they had some family stuff going on. And they were like, "Remember we did the?" I said, "I remember you." But the kind of guys that I used to date, like I said before, it was always kind of like it was kind of like these guys that could pass it straight. And what I uncovered later on was that was a stroke to my own ego that I could pull a guy who was passable, mm-hmm. and that guy would be okay with me and us being out in the public, going to eat, coming around his friends, because in some way at that time before all of this, right, that also meant I must be able to pass too. Or he's comfortable enough to be with me, to bring me around his friends, because he obviously don't feel like I'm going to get him outed. Right. So it was like a stroke to my ego. Similar to how some trans girls are drawn to these DL men, even though they don't want them to be seen with them in the daylight, mm-hmm. even though sometimes these undercover men don't want to be with trans women in the daylight, mm-hmm. it's a stroke to some of their egos. It's like, oh, bitch, I must be pussy enough. I must be woman enough because he fucking with me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had to come from behind that and just be like, fuck that. And so that's what I'm saying, like, because once upon a time, I would have never been able to sit beside Madison and do a show called PhagTawlk. The way we sit there and cut up, and she like, oh, Miss Craig this and girl this and that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm secure enough in my sexuality now, right, where that doesn't bother me, and I know that that doesn't define me. And if it repels or prevents or precludes someone from being drawn to me or attracted to me because I'm too out or I do this gay work, right, then I don't care about that now. But once upon a time, I would have cared. Yeah. Yeah. It's it ain't easy being cheesy, bitch. Bitch. Like, it ain't easy being cheesy. No, bitch. And I think I'm the fucking poster child for that. Because I'm dark, I look funny, my hair is funny, I sound funny, I dress funny. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine? And mm-hmm. I've said this to you before, mm-hmm. you know, and certain people just did not use it. And they still don't to this day. And that's why there's a sense or a level of privacy mm-hmm. that I harbor about that little part of my life. Like people like, well, who is this or who is that? I don't give that stuff up because it is what it is, because it has been really and truly, it's been a battle. What part has been a battle? All of it. All of it. Yeah. Because you have to understand, when you grow up being called all the things, black, ugly, gay, all the things, like you have, like, imagine, like when you wake up, that's what you're going to be faced with. Yeah. And that shit, like, I don't want no pity party, but that shit
that is the most difficult thing that I've ever dealt with in my life. Is all of that, because I knew that when I woke up, someone was going to say something about the way I looked, my skin, something.
Yeah.
So now when you say, not you, but the people.
No, I know what you're saying.
Absolutely.
It's hard for you to receive it because for years you were told, "Oh, you black,
you
ugly,
all the things."
Yeah.
And you know, and I can't shake that. No matter what. No matter what.
Well, you can shake it. You just have to affirm yourself every day of your life for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life.
You have to counter that.
Yeah. But that didn't even include the other half. That you know.
Because it's similar to that is what I was saying, I came out at 22. And when I say came out, I mean I started allowing myself to explore my sexuality.
To be gay.
Right. I wasn't out to family yet. Because there are two different types of coming out. Coming out to people, and then, hey, Ma, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Hey, friends from high school, I'm gay.
Right.
That's coming out. But also there's the coming out part where you start to, hey, man, what's up? What's your number? Like that's coming out when you start to do the dibble and dabble. I was 22 when I started to act on the feelings. And so I'm now 49. I've only been on this side for 27 years.
Ugh, God.
I've only been on this side for 27 years. So at 44, I was just in the balance, in the middle, right? So for all those 22 years that I was suppressing the feelings and running from the feelings, trying not to be gay, it started to stop at 22. But even from 22 to 44, that's when the work really begins. It's like, that's when you really have to start to embrace yourself, repel, and push back all of that stuff that you just talked about. What people said about you being gay, or the times that you were called sissy, faggy, or punk, or whatever. Like, that's when you have to do your work. And what I'm saying is, and this is what I said in the second book, I think I say this in the epilogue, the last part of the book, a lot of us, a lot of gay men, and this could be true of Black people in general, the work that we need to do in terms of race and all that kind of shit. But in this conversation, when we're talking about queer people or Black gay men, a lot of us don't do that work.
No.
Like, I came out at 22, started moving into the community and dating and doing this. But if I hadn't done my work, or had it's like, in a lot of ways, we are a community of broken hearts and souls trying to have relationships with other broken hearts and souls. Because if I've done my work and you ain't done your work, like I done got to a place where I'm comfortable in my skin, my sexuality, but I'm left with guys who are still shucking and jiving, trying not to be gay, trying to pretend, trying to be closeted, but you going to gay pride events.
Oh, no. Sorry to break up your story. You telling your mama that your lover is your roommate.
That kind of shit.
Are you motherfucking serious? Because I was too bold and too motherfucking fierce, bitch. Too bold and too motherfucking fierce to be sitting up and you done lived and you doing what you do with your partner, with somebody, and you're introducing them to
this my friend.
This your friend. Bitch, what?
This my roommate.
They still doing it.
I know.
You know what it's from? Fear.
It's fear.
And
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, how do you participate or engage in a relationship when half of you is back here? Because you're not even showing up in your full self.
Because you have to come together. Because this is so important that you come together as a community to lift each other up.
Right.
Like somebody should have been telling me when I was going through all the shit, when not necessarily crying myself to sleep at night, because I don't think I ever did that. But bitch, don't get sad. But afraid to wake up and face the music, bitch. Because I knew, again, somebody was going to do or say something about my external and not find out who the fuck I really was.
On the inside, right. They judging you from the outside. Yeah.
So I have to show up.
And so when you go to the gay clubs,
bitch,
and you see the gays standing in the corners of the club, judging and talking about each other because you really are unhappy with yourself, and you're picking out other people's feminine ways or feminine qualities because you were picked on.
That's right.
And so, like, and hurt people hurt people.
That's right.
So you're sitting there judging other gay men walking through the room, or a gay guy comes up to you and he's trying to holler at you, and you can't talk to him because he's too feminine for you.
But you know, the white gays don't do that.
And that's where I was going next.
The white gays
and not to say that they don't do it, but generally speaking, you'll see two Nelly white men.
And it's giving high girls.
And you know what the black gays saying? Well, who fucking knows?
That's right.
But they not worried about with that. Them white gays, they own businesses together, they own property together. But you too busy worrying about who got feminine idiosyncrasies.
But especially our group, bitch, that you're 3 years younger than, we was for sure the bottom top motherfucking people.
Yeah.
You'll never see but you know who used to love me the most?
Oh.
Very, very, very effeminate guys that would want to chichi-la-la, honey.
They would what?
Want to chichi-la-la. And they would be just as effeminate or more than me.
And you didn't want to be bothered with them because they were too faggy.
No, that's not true. No, bitch.
Did you deal with any of them?
If you let me get it out, Oprah. Yes.
Go ahead, Maya.
No, because behind closed doors, bitch, you may be learning something. They turned
they turned it off because they became men when they was ready to
I'm
fuck.
about to slap the shit out of you. Yes, bitch. They would turn into like men.
Well, they were already men.
Real niggas. You know what the fuck I'm saying.
They would be more aggressive, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those boys, sorry if y'all are out there, honey.
Not sorry if y'all.
Honey, they loved your good girlfriend. Yes, Kiki Lala. He's sweet forever.
Go ahead.
Oh, how sweet. But those were the guys, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I'm grateful to God. I am very grateful to God for giving me the strength, the wisdom, and courage to face my days. Because
face my days.
Yeah. Because at night, I didn't mind the going to bed with all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was waking up. Oh, God. Ooh. And facing that stuff.
Because knowing that you have to put your armor on because you're going back out there to face it again. Every day.
I'm going to walk a block and be back.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you know, okay, today I got to do this shit again.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
I had the strength and the courage to do it yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it today. I'm going to try. And I'm going to cross my fingers.
And hope and pray to God that I can just make it through. Yeah, because people, they do, and I don't want y'all to make me the poster child for I just share it because I love Craig so much and I love y'all. And what you see is not always what you think it is. Yeah. So when you see me in a caftan that's there and all the things.
That's years of work and getting to the point where I just don't give a fuck. Like, this is who I am. No matter how I show up in the world, you're always going to have something to say, even before I was wearing the caftan. So, bitch, I may as well go ahead and wear the caftan.
Exactly.
Because even if I came out here in some Timberland boots and a Russell sweatsuit, bitch, you still gonna call me. Right. So let me just put on my motherfucking caftan.
They're gonna say, where's this ugly black bitch going? Unfortunately. However, many people will say, but great, you have no idea the struggle.
But you know what that is, though? A lot of times they're reflecting their own insecurities, their own, yes.
Yeah.
They're intimidated and threatened by your confidence, and so they're trying to chip you down.
That's right.
Because they feel like you're too far away.
That's it.
You know, let me have that black thing and that cord, because this phone gonna die.
And that's it, because I knew to be
this white cord. Yeah, thanks.
Because I would have known how to handle it. Yeah. I had to be very honest with you, Craig. I had to teach myself how to handle it because I didn't go and sit on somebody's couch and let them talk me to sleep about myself. I wanted to, do it for myself on my own. Yeah. I didn't talk to my mother and father about the way that I was mistreated or whatever the case may be, or not being picked on the motherfucking kickball teams and all the bullshit.
Right. You carry that on your own.
I carried all that shit on my own. And still to this day, bitch, you still wrestle with that stuff.
Right, and, and that's why I said every day for the rest of your life, you're going to have to affirm yourself
of all the things.
Of all of those things, all those years that you heard
all of those
that.
Years. And the craziest, saddest thing, Craig, it goes back as far as my memory would allow it.
Right.
And we're talking 7, 8, 9 years old, Greg. dealing with that level of bullshit.
But here's the thing that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I had my family down here.
Mm.
3 of my cousins and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this in my first book. Before, wait, what is that? James Miles said, if I have to call out, I'm blaming y'all. Sorry, James. Let me say this. I had my 3 cousins and my brother here a few weeks ago. And in my first book, I talk about how I was called a sissy, fag, and a punk by family before I was ever called a nigger by somebody white.
Oh my God, Jesus.
And yet that same family was just here celebrating. They were like, we're so proud of you. Oh my God, we love your house and da-da-da.
But what about
the dichotomy of it?
My God.
The irony of it.
My God.
But those things that they said to me, they hurt me as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not blaming them because I know I said things that hurt them.
Oh, bitch.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's what taught me how to cuss so bad.
Right.
Because people fucking with me.
Right. I know that, and I think that's why so many gay men and trans people have such quick, slick tongues, because you're always on the defense because you're used to. It's almost like a reflex. You're ready for somebody to say something, so you always have a quick return. And so it's interesting that I'm celebrated now,
majestically.
But before it was
dumbed down or tarnished or
sissy,
yeah,
faggy, da da da. But it was those very things that brought me here.
Yeah.
And now you're enjoying some of
all of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch. And I
irony.
But you know, I think what would settle my spirit is and obviously this will never happen, but still being judged. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't. Because you are a very attractive, masculine, gay man. And I'm not all those things. I'm not a masculine. I mean, I can be. I guess I love my football and I'll drink a beer.
That doesn't make you masculine.
Absolutely.
But you're handsome. You don't think you're handsome?
I
think you're gorgeous. And I'm not just saying that because I've always thought that. Bitch, on that picture that I just put up here, bitch, we used to be like, bitch, that bitch got some beautiful skin.
I never paid it any attention.
But see, the thing that's interesting about that is
because there's negative.
Because you always heard that it was, yeah. It's just like I was saying last night on PhagTawlk. There's a Nigerian person that just said to me not long ago, he's Nigerian, and he said, I said, you're really a handsome person. You're really, he said, I didn't start hearing that I was beautiful or handsome until I came to the United States. He said, because back home in Nigeria, the darker you are, you're looked down on. Oh, yeah. He said, because they have such a desire to be in proximity with whiteness. And so the lighter you are, that's why they over there bleaching their skin. He talked about how they bleach their skin so much. And the roads are lined up with people selling bleaching cream, and it's not even a good shit. Yeah. But I don't think any of it is really good because I think all of it can be harmful to you.
The first time that I thought maybe she's right, when someone acknowledged what features.
Saying that you were nice looking.
A white lady at Saks.
That was the first time somebody had said. Was it because she was white, or was it because that was the first time you heard somebody compliment you?
That was the first time I had heard a white woman say something about my skin. And I thought, well, maybe.
What'd she say?
She just said, oh my God, your skin is beautiful. I remember those were her exact words.
Right.
Oh my God, your skin is beautiful. And I was like, hold up now.
Right.
Because you got a dark, ugly, black, all the negative things. And it's, again, this is not a pity for Greg. No, it's just I want someone, because there may be somebody that looks like me hearing this, or they may hear it next month, next year, 5 years from now, and they may be able to accept themselves more. And it's not that I didn't accept myself. It was just, this is what I thought my life was during that time period. That's just what I believed. And I think that it prohibited me from even reaching my higher self.
Well, because the thing is, and I say this to Black parents a lot, you got to really be careful with how you quiet your children's dreams. You got to be really careful with how you reprimand your children, because you could quiet them enough that they stop reaching and dreaming. That they stop reaching and dreaming. That you affect their confidence where they move into the world and they have a job and they're afraid to speak up for themselves and ask for a raise. Because you've extinguished that part of them that would be like, hey, I want a raise.
That's right.
Because you've crushed them in your household.
That's right.
And I've said so many times before, when your children come home, it should be their place of peace. It should be their place of solace, just like it's your place of peace and your place of solace. Because you don't know how the world is treating them and handling them out in the world, whether it's their teachers, whether it's the bus driver, you know, all of those things. So when they come home, that's where you're supposed to, yes.
Because what you knocked a home run earlier when you said that it has taught us how to have these tones.
Yes.
The gay men, the gayest of gay men. Because I don't know not to cuss you out or to say how I will fuck you up. Especially
because it's been the defense mechanism for so long.
Especially if you are doing or saying something to make me feel a certain way, I go back to those beginning feelings of hold the fuck up, bitch. And that's innate in me. I'm sorry. I apologize, you know, because I don't think it's innate in you, because I don't think that's who you were originally. I think it was planted in you. Absolutely. And it grew. Because it was reinforced by this person, that person over here. Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's where the work comes in. You have to reverse that. And that's an everyday thing. Like you have to get, because as comfortable as I am in my skin, in my sexuality, there are still things that challenge me that I still have to work every day for the rest of my life. Because we live in a patriarchal, heterosexual world. That's right. And so every day of my life, I'm going to always have to remind myself exactly who I am is just fine, it's just okay. You know what I'm saying? And I have to validate myself every day. And try to let these people know, that we are not defined by just being gay. No. Like they want to associate everything with like you being gay. I want to go to the Atlanta Braves baseball game tomorrow. Or whenever in the fuck. Right. I can't wait until the next 2 months come or next month to watch college football from August to fucking February. I personally cannot. And it's not about, oh, Greg, you're going to go. No, I love fucking college football. Right. It's just. And I remember, and I talk about this in Book of Jewels. I remember when I was growing up, I've told this on here before. I sometimes retell stories because I know that there are new people. Right. And then even if they're not new, you may not have seen it when I talked about it before. But I remember when I was a kid, I used to say to my mother, oh, I'm going to be rich when I grow up. I'm going to be rich. I used to say that. I understand now that that wasn't really what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say, that was just the language that I had at the time. What I was trying to say was, I'm going to create some sort of work that's going to impact the world. That's what I was trying to say. Absolutely. And you associated it with being rich. Correct. That was the language that I had. Probably seen. Yeah. I figured, and my mother used to say to me, stop dreaming so big. Oh my God. And it wasn't her intention to try to quiet my dream. Right. That was her effort to try to protect me. It was almost like, well, what if it doesn't happen? I want to make sure that you'll be okay if it doesn't come to fruition. And so she was just like, stop dreaming so big. You know, And I always held on to that. And I write about that in Book of Jewels because I know that that wasn't her intention, but I also know that we have to be mindful of how we say things to children. Especially when you're talking about somebody's dreams. And one of the things that I say all the time is you got to be mindful and careful who you share your dreams with, because it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of effort to follow and attain your dreams. That's right. And the energy that you spend trying to defend your dream, trying to explain your dream, well, this is why it's going to work and this is why it's a good idea. You can be using that energy to push your dream forward. That's right. I want to share something with you because this is so hitting home. When I don't know where you were on this particular day. I would imagine you were at whatever pool doing something. But I want to share this because it's gonna maybe affect somebody, or I don't know. I just want to share it. On this day, I want to show you this picture.
Happy birthday, boozy bitch.
So look at this. Look at that. My black ass. Looking
this
like
was
that.
in Cabo.
This is in Cabo, at one of those pools. And look at those boys. During that same day, all black boys were doing was rolling their eyes and talking shit amongst each other. Show them. I don't care. All the little white boys, they were like, we have got to take a picture with you. We love you.
Well, I've said so many times before that white men are more comfortable in their sexuality than black men.
The black men. And I wish that you could have seen some of those black boys. And some
they
of those
probably were looking at you, sneering and jeering and all those things.
And
I told a story one time here. I was in, I think I was in Nashville. And no. I was in Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I was. And we were bar hopping for a friend of mine's birthday. And I remember it was a group of white guys huddled up and they were all drinking and talking. And these two gay guys walked by holding hands.
Black or white?
They looked, one of them looked like they were like white.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they weren't black. One looked like he was white and one may have been Hispanic. I don't know what they were, but they were like other. And they were holding hands. Those white men that were standing there huddled up, they never even looked at them and said anything. And I thought to myself in that moment, if that was a group of black men, they would have looked, they would have made jokes, they'd have said more than, and of course there could have been instances where nothing would have happened. But more times than not, if I had to bet every dollar I have, they more than likely would have been snickering and laughing. Look at these motherfucking fat. Look, they would have had to say something.
They can't just hold it in.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you see that new study?
What study?
It just came out when we were in Cabo. They said that 1 in 5 men are gay. 1 in 5 men are gay. Yeah. So you take me and my 4 brothers. Ta-da! You can never take ta-da.
Right.
Yeah. It's catching. I don't know. I
can
talk about it all night.
Yeah. Bitch, you gotta work tomorrow.
I know.
All right, well, listen, you all have an amazing night. Let me say thank you to whoever sent something over in the cash.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany Gibson.
So appreciated. Oh my God.
And thank you, MBS. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
All of you.
Hopefully we said something that resonates with you.
Demetria.
Yeah.
Demetria says everybody look gay.
Listen, I'm not saying
I
that.
don't believe that. I don't think I believe that. Everybody's a little gay. That's a whole nother.
I'm not touching that. Listen, you guys have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. Have an amazing day tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. But have an amazing day, not just because tomorrow's Friday, but just because it's another day to get up and do it all over again. Amen.